you want to be coddled and you want to be
Makes
held.
sense. Yeah.
You don't necessarily, he would have been like, I don't know, call your mom. I think is what would happen. And then the most recent,
Such a funny answer that you would give.
the most recent
Sounds like a mom problem. Call
exactly.
her up.
And worst one I ever had, dude. It was Danielle's sister's wedding. This is the weirdest, most like terrible thing ever. We're in a hotel. The wedding is there on property, and we're getting ready to go take pictures and everything for the wedding. And I remember I had the squirt gel shaving cream.
Okay.
So I just remember looking down into my hand, and I do not know how this happened, but I squirted it in my hand, and based on some sort of trajectory, it hit my hand and shot right in my eyeball to the point to where it ruined my night.
Yeah.
The pictures of me at that wedding all night, I look like I should be wearing a patch. I legitimately was hindered all evening by my eye issues, and it just got me thinking. I wonder what other things go wrong in the bathroom when it comes to soaps and chemicals in your body.
I don't think I've ever my mishaps are falling. That's it. That's my Nicole when we first started dating, and she was at her place. I still have my place. I went and took a shower at her place in the morning, and because I was doing I think I was doing the show with you that time, and I got out of the shower not knowing there was no floor mat, and she had wood floors, so I slipped and I almost cracked my head open.
I think that the bathroom is the most underrated, deadly thing that we do on a daily basis. Because if you really think about it, most people, unless you're Monica, which I know there's some weird barefoot tendencies that she doesn't like there, but most people, you step out of your shower barefoot onto a slippery floor, wet, next to a large, hard porcelain object, where if you did slip and fall, and when you sometimes you have that little you have that little moment where you catch yourself. You're pretty much at that point 1 second away from falling and cracking your head and bleeding out on the bathroom floor, which is no way to go.
Even in the bathtub, you could just slip the wrong way, fall right into the faucet area and everything. It's a wrap.
Dude, what's your I don't mean to pry here. What's your bathtub situation at your current place?
What do you mean?
Dude, I'm just wondering, is it a nice tub? Is it a big tub? Is it, I think
it's apartment, so it's a basic, size. It's not a big bathtub by any means.
And I've had to have asked you this far into our relationship. You are not a bath guy.
No, not at all. I'll soak in it with Epsom salts. Yeah. I'll soak in it, but I'm not let's hang on to the bathtub.
What is that? If you're talking about putting in Epsom salts and soaking, that's exactly what you're doing. You're taking a nice, relaxing bath.
Well, I thought you meant am I lifting my leg up and washing it and putting it back in?
Well,
and
really, now
I'm not doing that.
Well, really, you're just adding in homoerotic tendencies now. You're I'm not saying.
I thought you were asking, do you take bubble baths like I do? I don't.
I like it all, dude. Yeah. And I've had a.
Do you keep a rubber ducky like Ernie?
Well, no. Here's the problem, dude. I got no tubs that I can get into. We have 2 bathrooms, and neither of these tubs support me.
Really?
So I've noticed that the sweating thing for me through this thing with my ear, I've noticed it's an addiction. I have come to realize that I have this yearning for whatever that is. I don't know what it is to raise my body temperature to whatever it is. So I think it was Sunday night. I got home and I was like, I want to sweat. I want to whatever. So I tried to get into the tub, and I knew this already. It cannot facilitate my body. It's just.
Meanwhile, your tub could fit me and Nicole.
I was gonna say that's. Size is something to think about, but just know you can probably fit very comfortably in most tubs, and we haven't. We haven't had a proper tub in years, and it's one of my great sadnesses in life.
I used to go to my parents' house just to do the Epsom salt because they have a big porcelain tub that they never use.
I was in such a run when we were over in the town and country area when we had a jacuzzi tub. Yeah. Every night I'd get home, I'd fill the tub with Epsom salt, and I'd soak in that bitch for 20 minutes, and I absolutely loved it. And I think that was the last place we lived where I had a tub big enough to soak in.
When you soaked in Epsom salts, you raw dogging it, or you put it on bathing suit trunks?
No, I'm raw dogging.
Same.
I'm raw dogging. Well, why? Am I not supposed to?
No, I told someone that. They're like, you don't wear bathing suit trunks? I'm like, I'm in my tub. Why would I put that on? They're like, that seems kind of weird. I go, I think you're weird for putting that on when you're just alone. You're not at Adventure Island, dog. You're at your house.
Yeah, no, that's one of the great things about a tub. And that's, we've been talking about things that we want to do next to our house. And I'm talking about doing stuff outside into the pool and things like that. And Danielle's like, we need a tub. And which I should be on the side of as well. We need to upgrade the bathroom first. So
you need one of the ones like Danielle, Radio Danielle.
Dude,
has,
those are Those are legit, like the old school garden tubs.
Yeah.
Where you can, like, your whole body will be submerged in there.
You definitely need one because the way your yard's set up, you would be perfect for one of those to just relax in, raw dog in the back.
Dude, did you get totally drenched last night? Did it storm on your way home or when you got home?
So it's crazy. So I had to go to coaching right after, basically on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Get home, maybe got 30 minutes, then I head over to Tampa. As I was going, I called my pops up. I'm like, do you think we still have training today? He goes, no. Yeah, why? I go, because it's pouring out here. He goes, no, it's fine out here.
Dude, it was so rich because, I mean, we just haven't gotten any rain at all. We talked about that story yesterday, which I did not know there was such a bad storm. I think on Monday in South Tampa, they called it a cloud burst where they got almost 3 inches of rain in 30 minutes. Dude, same damn thing happened to us last night where I got home. I'm like kind of chilling for a second. I look at the sky. I'm like, oh, that's so scary. Next thing you know, there is a literal river running down my road. All of our roads were flooded out in our neighborhood, and it happened in the span of about 30 minutes. And it just gave me a little bit of PTSD from not even from the hurricanes, because last year, and I went and looked at the date, it was actually in August, we had a couple afternoons in a row where I couldn't get home. So I was leaving here at 6 after Drew Garabo Live, and I couldn't get home. 2 separate days, I had to park and wait somewhere to get home. And hopefully, now that the schedule's a little earlier, if those storms do come, I won't be getting trapped. But it's just crazy how you can be in a drought, and we have had no rain to all of a sudden the universe is like, here you go, here's a little bit, let's drown you out a little bit.
One of the coolest things, and this happened yesterday with the storm, was, like I said, I was driving to Tampa. When I got on the Howard Franklin, it looked night and day. It was clear in Tampa. You look in the rearview mirror, it looked like apocalypse in St. Pete. Monica probably loved that. She's like, dirty ass St. Pete.
Oh yeah, take your bath, bitch boy. Yeah. you need it. You absolutely need it. I want to touch on a food item that everybody's going crazy about that I know nothing about, and I'm curious. But let me take this call real quick. Senning Show, you're live on the air.
Hey, John Diz, what's up?
What up? Who's this?
I'd rather not say my name because I got a story similar to yours.
All right, that's fine.
So my dad used to give me the empty shaving cream canisters when I was a kid, like the Colgate ones when it was just cream instead of foam.
So you can fake it, right? So you can fake use it?
Right.
Okay.
I can play with it in the tub.
Okay, I'm sorry, guys. You guys feel like you're vibing together, and I don't know what's happening. Why do you have empty cans of shaving cream that you were given as a gift from your father?
So my dad, when the foam was gone and it was just like a cream at the bottom of the can, my dad would give it to me to play with in the bathtub.
Okay. My dad used to give it to me to fake shave because I had like a fake razor, and he'd be like, here, use the Gillette. Or whatever.
Wait, so are you saying, I'm sorry to make this more difficult than it is, are you saying that the cream at the bottom of a shaving cream can is not shaving cream?
Yeah. Well,
wait, what do you think it is?
It's not like foam. It's more of just like the bottom of the can. It's just cream.
It's like juicy. It's like juicy cream.
Right.
Okay. So you got your juicy cream can. What happens next?
So as a 5 or 6 year old, I decided to shoot that up my hole.
Straight shot?
Which one?
Yeah, the front, bro.
Oh, dude, what the hell?
So you just thought this would be awesome, and you that's crazy.
Yep, I totally shot it up there, and then next thing I know, I'm like screaming for my dad because it burned so bad. And my mom comes heading down the hallway, and I slam the door on her. And I'm like, no, I want Dad.
Did you have to go to the hospital for that?
No, I want Dad.
That feels like something that would need professional attention.
Yeah.
No, my dad's like, you're just gonna have to pee it out. Be a tough.
What? I don't think that's how it
works. Oh God, dude, that is brutal.
That's such a dad answer. Just whack it and pee, bro.
I will say, and you know, nobody wants to hear about this, but we're talking about it.
You're gonna tell me stuff you shot up there?
No. I'm just saying. I think that the pain gauge in that area is underappreciated. And the thing is, it's a small area. It doesn't.
Not for me.
It doesn't. Well, I'm saying in general, like compared to other holes, it's on the smaller end,
of course.
But man, whether it be a shampoo, a soap, a mouthwash, a shaving cream, like the wrong thing at the right time. I don't know that specifically that has been communicated enough to females on the fact that we do have a very sensitive hole.
So there's 2 things that have got me down there. One, it wasn't like in the hole or anything. It was just icy hot. Put it on your legs.
That'll do,
goes too close, you're going to feel it. The second was because my homegirl, was like, you got to try this with Nicole. And this was like way back in the years. Well, when I was like with my ex, Nicole.
Oh, I was.
And, yeah,
wait. Did I know? Did I put those together? Was it the last ex was Nicole?
My ex-fiance's name was Nicole.
Oh,
the one that broke me.
Oh, geez.
And that was one of the first things I talked to this Nicole about. We go, I don't know how this is going to work. I don't think I ever thought I would date a Nicole again.
Oh, man.
Yeah, that was hard.
If I knew that, I'm sorry I did not appreciate the gravity of that.
Literally,
that's crazy.
The first time we had sex and I said her name, in my head I went, ew.
Yeah.
I went, gross.
Does anybody call her Nikki or anything like that?
That's the only saving grace is my ex went by Nikki,
okay,
where this one goes by Nicole.
Okay, perfect.
So both of them hated it. Nikki hated going by Nicole, and Nicole hates going by Nikki.
Okay. Right.
So the second one was with my ex way back, and my homegirl was like, you got to try the
Pop Rocks?
No,
Oh.
close Halls.
Oh.
She's like the switch of it and blah blah blah. So we did it, and she didn't tell us an important information. You're supposed to not have the holes in your mouth when you do it.
So you got that full mentholated experience.
All down in that thing.
Oh.
And it was so good for a second. I was like, oh, yeah. And I started screaming. And the worst part was I was staying with my grandparents at this point.
Jesus.
So they hear me screaming up, and I can hear my grandma, Big Mama, coming up the steps. And she's like, you're all right. I'm like, we're good.
Oh, my God. Dude, that's
we're
great.
Good. But it was the worst feeling ever, and it lasted for so long.
Dude, imagine if you had to actually like break it down for your big mama. She's like, "What happened, my baby? Let me take a look at it. What did she do to you?"
I was getting mouth hugs, right?
Yeah.
And then the mouth hugs. No, yeah, that would have been tragic.
Oh, dude, that's pretty bad. That's pretty bad. Senning Show, you're live on the air.
Hey, John and Dizzy, it's Golf Cart K in Brooksville.
Hey,
What
Golf
up?
Cart K, how you doing?
Hey.
Vroom, vroom,
Okay,
baby.
guys, so I got one for you. So this is not maybe in the way of an accident, but I was in second grade.
Oh,
I
geez.
was still living in upstate New York, and I had just come home. I was the first one home from school, and I walked in the house, and it sounded like someone was in the upstairs shower.
Okay.
So I opened, but it sounded like it was in the downstairs. So I opened the downstairs bathroom. There's water pouring through the ceiling from the upstairs bathroom to the downstairs bathroom. Our pipes had burst, and I was the only one home. And mind you, it's second grade, so I'm like 7 years old. I had no idea what to do. I ran to my grandparents' house. They weren't home. I ran to the neighbor, woke him up. He didn't know where the water shutoff valve was. So we wait for my brother to get home from middle school, and he found the shutoff valve.
Are you there,
Hey,
Golf
hello?
Cart K?
We lost you there at
I'm
the end.
losing you. You're cutting out. You in a bad area?
You said it was
yeah.
coming from
Oh,
the top?
I lost it. Well,
Call back.
That was a real bathroom mishap, wasn't it?
Hey, yo.
You ever had a snack wrap?
Yes, from McDonald's.
Are you on this train? I feel like this is the most hyped, overrated. And here's the thing: I've never
You
had.
gonna say
one.
overrated?
Yeah,
You never had a crunch wrap?
I never had it. Well,
You
it was
screamed to me, crunch, not crunch wrap,
here's the
sorry,
thing.
snack wrap guy.
It's so weird because I think that's my fault. I wrote crunch wrap.
You
on
did.
the,
I'm looking
yeah.
at the sheet. I'm
Okay,
like,
good.
yeah,
I was
yeah.
going to say, are you calling it a crunch wrap? And I'm calling it a crunch wrap wrongly. Here's the thing. You would think I'm a guy that is
Yeah.
very passionate about fast food items. I like the idea of bringing back things that people love, but never had a McDonald's snack wrap. And I will just say, cannot grasp that the level of hype is actually real. Because is it not a chicken tender in a tortilla?
It's basically, it's like, it's not chicken tender, but yes.
Well, I mean,
it's
what
along
is
the
it?
same lines of that because it's so funny you say it because I was going to be like, it's a thick chicken strip. And I'm
Yeah,
like,
well-
that's a chicken
Well,
tender.
and do we know? Are they just putting that new chicken tender in the crunch wrap?
Oh, I hope
or the
not.
snack. It's
I
the
hope
snack
not.
wrap.
Yeah, because the snack wrap, the
Oh.
piece of chicken was a lot better than whatever that. They had different though. You can get it in like the fried.
Well-
you can get it in like grilled.
Well, you tell me what the differences are, because the revived form, the snack wrap will feature fried chicken and come in two flavors, ranch and spicy. This is a departure from the original, which included a choice of grilled or
Yep.
fried
Yep.
and sauce options like honey mustard
Yeah.
and sweet chili. The simplified recipe is to ensure faster service. According to the company has now revealed how much the snack wrap will cost. Okay, so I mean,
But that used to be the thing. They used to go for like $1.89, let's say. And you could buy like 4 of those things and be good for like the whole day. Just eat them at different times if you wanted. You know what I mean?
July 10th. Oh, dude, we might need to fire some up for the beach bash. That could be the first time. I will just say this, and again, I'm not trying to poo-poo on anybody's excitement because when a menu item comes back to a fast food place, it can bring lots of emotions with it, and I fully support that. I don't understand the hype on a chicken tender wrapped in a tortilla.
For some, I don't say, maybe it was because I was younger, and when you went to McDonald's, because this was the good old days where you could supersize it, I used to get like a quarter pounder with cheese, supersized fries, and a couple snack wraps. Because, I didn't care. I was an athlete at the time. I was burning off all these calories.
And they were cheap.
They were cheap. You could get this all for like $10.
Yeah, I doubt that they're going to be like a buck a piece. By the way, this is Senning Show. My name is John Senning. His name is Dizzy. You want to watch the show? I felt like yesterday a lot of people heard me say it for the first time. There was a bunch of first-timers in the Facebook comments. This program and all programs are streaming live at the Bone Facebook page. You can keep it up at your desk. Check in on us. See what we're looking like today. That's also at theboneonline.com and the Bone YouTube. And on social media, always at the John Senning, at Dizzy for Mayor. And then the phone lines are always open for the most part. 800-771-1025. We got $1,000 coming your way at 2:00. And I don't know. I don't think we're doing it today, but I will say Mike Olivero bestowed on us one more pair of Metallica tickets for the Sunday show. I think we'll probably do that tomorrow. A lot of people having their dreams come true by winning these Metallica tickets. Senning Show, you're live in the air. Who's this? Hello?
Jim.
Hey, Jim. What's up, buddy?
Jim.
You have any leaky pipes in your house lately?
Yeah, tell us about how you flood.
Huh?
Sorry,
sorry to say.
We're doing our own thing.
Yeah,
Go ahead,
yeah. Let her rip, Jim.
I had a story about you ever use lava soap? Green lava soap, bar soap?
Oh, you said it's green. In my head, it's like very red. It's like a bright red bar of soap.
Well, when I was a kid, my dad used it for greasy hands.
Okay, what happened?
I took a shower and washed down there. Started screaming, ran down the hall, holding my junk in my hand. My dad's like, "Did you use that lava soap?" I said, "Yep." I said, "What can I do?" He said, "Just keep running around."
This is the worst thing I've ever brought up in my life. I've brought up some terrible things on the radio. This was based on the response. This has got to be one of the worst. Were your parents a bar of soap in the mouth type family? Did you ever get the bar of soap?
I've had it once when I was a kid.
Oh, really?
Once, I remember it, and I remember my mom's face like, I don't like how this is turning out. Because that was like old school for her. That's what happened
like
to them.
They used to get the bar of soap, which I don't.
And I don't think it was
remember.
soap. I think my mom just put like this sounds so weird.
Oh, no.
I think she had dishwashing thing, and she
wait. Like for the dishwasher?
Yeah.
Not like what you wash the dishes with. What goes in the dishwasher?
No. Well, sorry, what you wash the dishes
like Dawn.
with? Yeah.
Okay.
And she rubbed it in her hands, and then just like open your mouth, and she's like rubbed her hand in my mouth.
What did you do?
I can't remember, but I remember that, and I think my mom was probably like, "Yeah, you can't do it with this soap. This is weird," because I was just choking on it. I think she felt bad. I think she's like, "Oh, don't worry, I'll never do that to you again."
She committed so much to doing it that by the time it was done,
she regretted it.
Yeah, I don't. I wonder if that actually worked for anybody. I don't think that we ever got the soap. It feels like I should have. Micah Rotunda used to share with us the fact. You tell me which one would be worse, at least from a parenting perspective. She told us that the thing in their house was hot sauce.
Oh, that's awesome,
dude. So if you get a little spicy in the mouth, if you start letting some curse words fly, you get a couple dashes of the Texas Pete or whatever it may be.
I like that because in our house, hot sauce wouldn't have done it for me.
You would have been like,
I'd be like, yeah, give me some more. I'm a cuss more.
I'm a spicy Trini baby.
Yeah, in Caribbean households, you don't have hot sauce. You have pepper sauce. That's what they call it.
Is that like with the peppers floating around inside of it?
It's just, it's chunky and it's everything, but like it's pepper sauce. It's legit from peppers and whatever.
Wait. What do you mean?
Like it's homemade most of the time.
Okay. So this isn't something you get from like the Trini Deli. Like,
you can, and they'll use it on the things. A lot of them used to say Diane's pepper sauce.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, you think Ma and Pa got some in the fridge right now?
Absolutely. In fact, going back to the ex again, her mom used to make the best pepper sauce. that whenever my dad was in town, he would stop off at the house and get like a whole year's supply.
Dude,
from my
I
mom.
love a nice hot sauce.
Yeah.
You gotta hook me up with that Trini connection.
I do remember when we broke up and I was like in a hurting spot. My dad was like talking to me. He goes, I guess there's no pepper sauce. I was like, that's what you're worried about, dog?
He's like, you really had to mess this up for the whole family, didn't you?
Yeah, exactly. You couldn't think about anyone else's feelings.
We were so close to that pepper sauce hookup for life.
Yeah, you couldn't wait 3 more months till I got my re-up. All right.
Dude, it's funny. We actually have, this is not nowhere as ingrained in our heritage as what you're talking about. But my grandparents, they moved out to Arizona at some point when we were very young, and they started getting this hot sauce all the time. It's not Poblano the pepper. It's the brand name is Poblano, and it was made in Tucson, Arizona. And the story is that this old ass man, legit, every bottle by hand. Like he roasted the peppers, he made the sauce, he poured it all by hand, and we used to get cases of it shipped to our house. Up until like probably within the last 5 years, the old man died. So when you have a family pepper sauce, it becomes very important, and we're missing ours now too, just to make your dad feel better.
I remember way back doing a live broadcast for Drew, and we were at what the heck is the name of the Mexican spot? Tijuana Flats.
Oh yeah.
They had the hot sauces,
Yeah.
right? He's like, they were doing a live. He's like, why don't you try the hottest sauces? You have to sign a waiver for it, and I did, and I ate them. And there was no reaction. Drew was like, well, this is a great bit. Get out of here.
I feel like, it
was nothing to me.
I feel like a lot of places that are chain restaurants and things like that, I feel like their hottest of hot just isn't that isn't that hot anymore. And once you've had the highest levels of hot, which we did, I'd say I'd like to do it sometime with you, but it made me so miserable that I don't think I could ever do it again. We did the Inferno Soup Challenge from Natali's. You ever heard of Natali's over in St. Pete?
No.
It's a Mexican Thai fusion place.
Yeah.
And they take spice to a whole other level. Like if you get their Thai hot, I would say probably 80% of people cannot eat it. And they bring this giant bowl of soup that is big around as this whole area right here. And the challenge is you have to eat it. Most people can't eat a couple bites.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I'm like slurping on it.
Yeah.
Just a little bit, like getting a little bit going. I mean, it's Scorpion, it's Carolina Reaper. I believe it's like got pure capsaicin in it. Like it is next level. And I felt so bad that it was like a twofold thing, because we had plans that night. We were going out to the beach, to the sunset, and Danielle picked me up from work, and she had been listening to it, and she was like, you don't feel good. You don't want to go, do you?
Yeah.
And I'm like, no. I'm good. I'm way good. I was not way good.
Yeah.
Dude, there's that level of heat that when you get to it, like the symptoms almost are like a flu-like. Like you get like that rumbling in your tummy, and you're sweating, like you're hot on the inside. I love the highest levels of heat, but there is that one step too far that will just completely F you up.
I think we kind of talked about this in the beginning, but we should definitely do the hot ones type thing. Now, here's the only thing. I don't know if it would be good if we both do it, because what if you can't host and I can't co-host? So, you know what I mean? So maybe it's a Dizzy does it?
Maybe. So the thing is, I wonder also, and I'm not for certain, I honestly wonder how hot those are. Like from what I understand, the last one is the real deal, but everything up into that is not. And it's funny because our buddy, attorney Patrick Smith, he bought the whole set.
Yeah.
He has the whole hot one set, and we talked about doing something in the past. So
we
could absolutely do that. I think we might have to tweak it a little bit though, to add in some things at the end that are hotter than the hottest.
I would be down for that. I do remember watching an episode of that. Taraji P. Henson was on, and she couldn't do it, but she's like, my driver's here. He'll do it. And he did it and just stood by her. You find out at the end, he's like, they're like, you haven't drank anything or anything. Are you good? He goes, yeah, I'm Trini. This is nothing to me. I'm like, representing.
Dude, it's funny to see the different levels of heat and what people can take and what they cannot take. And you saw the one with Conan where he like rubbed the hot sauce all over his body.
Crazy.
It was funny.
And he was like, it was actually gross, because he was like spitting, and I don't even want to relive that in my head.
Senning Show, you're live on the air. Who's this?
Hey, y'all, it's Austin.
Austin, what's going on today, dude?
Stuck at work, but
I'm just
wondering, do y'all know what?
Yeah, go on. I'll remember it. I'll remember it. Just carry on. Do I remember what?
Do y'all know what biofreeze is?
Yeah, that's. I think that's like icy hot on steroids, right? It's clinical grade icy hot.
Yeah. It's like just the icy part of the icy hot. Well,
I was a little younger. I was getting me one of them dry tuggers for my girl one day, just hanging out, and that was laying on the nightstand. I'm like, yo, try some of this out.
Oh.
That was probably the worst day of my life. I ran to the bathroom, screaming for help. Nothing worked. Hot water, soap.
That probably makes it worse. If you put hot water, that probably makes it colder or burn more or something.
100%. So all I could do was just sit there and just cry on the bathroom floor for about 30 minutes until it went away.
Well, at least Big Mama wasn't downstairs worried what was going on with her baby. But thank you. Eric just reminded me I did the one chip challenge.
Oh, I replied because I was like, I never did that.
Yeah, no, I did.
You up?
Yes. Well, it was funny too because I had a whole idea. We had Stephen Che from Barstool on. It was in like the middle of Buck season. So we had him on. So I told him, I said, hey, I'm going to do this thing where I'm going to eat the chip right before you come on. And then the idea is I'm going to try to move forward normally with you after having eaten this chip. I cannot believe they sell that thing at the Wawa and at the local stores. I heard they changed the recipe because I think it killed some kids.
It was like Four Loko?
Yeah, it was kind of.
Four Loko of chips?
It was very much like early Four Loko because I want to say it killed some people. Hold on. Oh, yeah, a 14-year-old boy, Harris Wolaba, died in September 2023 after participating in the one-chip challenge involving a Paqui tortilla chip. It shocked me. It gave me that feeling that I was talking about from the Inferno Challenge, where it's like an illness. It sits on you. And I remember, I don't know who it was. It might have been Mike Cernak came in here, and he ended up going to Winn-Dixie and brought me back Pepto-Bismol and ginger ale and ice cream. And
what a guy! Good for that.
It was really those are made with Carolina Reaper, Naga Viper peppers,
oh my God,
which make it exceptionally spicy. The one chip challenge garnered attention due to the chip's extreme heat and associated health risks. Yeah, you don't hear as much about it as you did a few years ago.
No.
Yeah, it's almost like after you kill somebody, that kind of kills the vibe.
I've never seen anyone eat as hot stuff as my grandpa, Big Mama's husband. He used to go to work.
Old?
Yeah, he's old, and he'll still eat them. Like when he was an electrician before he retired, he would go into work, and then he would just eat peppers like an apple, like a snack. And guys would be like, "There's no way that's hot." You try some, and they'd cry. Yeah. Like he would just eat them, raw dog them.
My whole concern with the pepper thing is that it will catch up to me because I don't eat it as much as I used to lately, but forever every Friday I'd get Thai from next door, and I'm like on a mission to challenge these guys. Like they do triple Thai hot is the hottest, and I would go not hot enough, and I like pushing the boundaries. My whole worry with that, and maybe your grandpa is a good exception, is that one day, once I get into my 50s and 60s, my body's going to be like, you're done, son.
Yeah, you
like,
can't feel anything.
You done burned it all up. Like you got no more guts inside you. Senning Show, you're live. Who's this? Chris, what's up, buddy?
Hey, fellas. No, I'm a big fan of the spice, too, and I've spicy foods, not spice. But anyway.
Oh, not spice.
I know you're saying that there's... yeah, no, not that. But I've done all, like, the little wing challenges and stuff, like Quaker Steak. I've done the Munchies one, and Munchies is not as hot as the way that they make it, and they have their rules where. Hold on, real quick. I don't like the rules where you have to.
Let me just set that up because not everybody might know what that place is. Have you ever heard of Munchies 420 down in the Sarasota, Siesta Key area? So they blew up. I think Man vs. Food went down there. They're really known for these big fat sandwiches that they do where they put like mac and cheese and burgers and chicken tenders and mozzarella sticks and French fries and everything on the burger or on the sandwich. But the other thing they have is this hot wing challenge, which I think it almost killed the Adam dude from Man vs. Food.
Oh, really?
He legit laid him out. And you did it, huh? Did you finish him?
Yeah, I finished them. The trick that everybody says, tell you, you only have a certain amount of time to finish it, but you just got to eat them fast, and you eat them quick before it builds up on your lips and your tongue, because after a certain point of time, like with any regular wing challenge, it gets unbearable. That's why you just got to pretty much, eat it as quick as you could. But there is, right now, Dave's Hot Chicken. I don't know if I got a one-off or a bad batch, but I got their Carolina Reaper, one tender. It was one fat tender. It was real dark. And, if you're a hot sauce person, the darker hot sauces are usually the hotter ones. And, I mean, boys, this thing had my throat swelling up. I mean, it literally was closing my throat. I'm drinking coffee creamer, Italian
Where is that place? Where is that place?
So they have one next to University Mall by the Sotero over there and Chipotle. There's one tucked away over there. But I think I DoorDashed it, and I'm like, let me just try it out. And boys, it was something for like kind of chain replay. Yeah, I mean, I've never had the throat swell up start to where like I might be having trouble breathing.
I might be.
Like I said, I was drinking coffee creamer.
Damn. Well, stay strong, buddy. I appreciate you weighing in. It's funny he mentioned that because it made me think about Adam Richman. Did you watch the were you clued in at all during the Man versus Food thing? It seems like it was kind of hitting when it was a thing. He would go and just like try all of these challenges, and it became probably the most popular show on Food Network.
I watched a couple. I wasn't like addicted to the show.
He I want to say I don't know if you know this little fun fact in Bone history. I want to say this is true. He came to Tampa, and I think he did an episode on Taco Bus, and I believe Spanish was in the episode with him.
Oh, really?
Fun little fact. But dude, so after he did all this run of being on the show, he was like dying. He ate so much food. He was miserable and unwell, so he became a vegan. Well, then sometime in like the past couple years, he was like, screw that. And he started eating like a beast again. And then I saw yesterday he's been posting like these cryptic messages on social media about his health being unwell. He weighs like probably well over 300 pounds. He's fat again. And I think probably setting out on a career where you do nothing but eat food challenges and spicy food is not setting your body up.
No, not at all. It's even
success.
just like the dinners, drive-ins, whatever.
Oh, yeah. My guy, Guy Fieri.
Guy Fieri, yeah. Of course you're going to pack on the pounds when you're eating all this stuff. Because even for the camera, you might go, I'm just going to eat a bite, but then you're going to eat it and go, this is amazing. I'm going to finish the whole goddamn thing.
Dude, the best thing about Guy Fieri, and that's the perfect, just thoughtless television to have on in the house, he gives such tells on whether or not he really likes something. Because he eats so much food that he'll just be like, a lot of times just kind of throw out like a fist bump, be like, good work, chef, or whatever. And then those other times it's like, this is the best brisket sandwich I've ever had. And I mean, you can't bury him right to their face, but he has a good way of keeping it real. If you want to hang on the line, I don't know what the hell you want, but we can still talk about it. Coming up next, dude, I laid in bed last night. I shared this little, I don't know what you would call it, fun fact with Danielle, my wife, and we could not actually believe it. I did the research. It is true, and it really is meant to give you an idea of how much a trillion is. Like, you think about the number a trillion, right?
Okay.
Well, I'll set it up for this. 1 million seconds ago was May 23rd. So this was probably yesterday. So roughly 1 million seconds ago was May 23rd. When I tell you how long ago 1 trillion seconds ago was, it will blow your mind. I also want to dip into Uber Eats drivers' confessions. Turns out they are stealing your food. We'll do that and much more. Coming up next with more Senning Show. Tza Energy. I got a peppermint pouch in right now. It's very nice. It's very minty. I don't talk about that element of Tza enough. You're someone who chews gum. You like to keep a fresh mouth. Well, Tza is a great way to have a minty, fruity, fresh mouth, maybe while beating a habit, dipping, vaping, smoking. Maybe you're trying to stay away from the snacks. It helps with all of that. I personally love it for the focused energy it gives me. It doesn't compare to anything else on the market when it comes to energy. Developed by local doctor and friend of the show, Brent Agan. Tea-cut herbs, vitamins, minerals, caffeine. You dip it between your cheek and gum. You can stock up at tzaenergy.com. Use the code BONE20 for 20% off everything in the online store. Also available in Walmart and now on Amazon. You can subscribe and save. So set it up, and then you'll have a box of Tza at your front door every week. No matter how you get one, as long as you get a pouch in your mouth, Tza Energy. Why spit when you can swallow?
In the moment, I'll be on my way.
You're listening to Senning Show on 102.5 The Bone. Download the free Bone app to listen to us anywhere. Sponsored by Mark Spain Real Estate. Get your guaranteed offer at markspain.com.
What's up, Bone listeners? It's Captain Zach. Are you looking for more power? Check out my friends at LBP. Whether you're boating, taking a cruise on the golf cart, my friends at Lithium Battery Power have the innovative technology to give that to you. Check them out at lithiumbatterypower.com or call 727-223-9831. Lithium Battery Power. Longer life, more power.
Hi, I'm Patrick Thomas.
And I'm Heather Thomas from Bolt Electric, where we believe that the right way is the only way to do home electrical.
We believe the National Electrical Code is really the minimum standard, not the maximum standard.
We believe you deserve better electrical parts and better service.
We believe in ongoing training for our electricians
because there's no end to learning and improving.
Because at Bolt, we believe your safety is our core priority. Electrical problem? Call Bolt.
Online at boltelectric.com.
Have you ever taken your family to dinner and been shocked at how expensive the bill was? Or gone to the doctor and been surprised by a large bill that was sent to you later in the mail? There is over $22 trillion in U.S. tax-deferred retirement accounts like the IRA and 401k. So do you know how much you will owe in taxes on those accounts in the future? Hi, I'm Rebecca Walser, principal of Walser Wealth Management and a tax attorney. And right now, I want you to think about how much you've saved in your own deferred retirement accounts, whether it's $250,000 or more. Guess what? That is not all of your money. You will have to pay those taxes in retirement as you withdraw it when you have no income. At Walser Wealth, we created a retirement tax bill calculator to show you what you will pay in future taxes on your accounts, and it's free for you to use. Go to mytaxtest.com. Knowledge is only power when it's followed by action. Knowing your future taxes, we can show you strategies that might help you lower them and lower your tax burden overall in the future. For now, use our free tax calculator, mytaxtest.com, mytaxtest.com.
Pin Chasers has Bone Bowling Night every Wednesday night for just $12.99. It's all you can bowl from 9 until close. Go to pinchasers.net to reserve your lane, and you'll get that same great deal at the Pin Chasers in Pasco County, in Brandon, the one on Armenia, and the one right off the Veterans on Hillsborough. Tons of great indoor fun for your friends and family. Pinchasers.net.
Bowling, food, and fun at Pin Chasers.
It's IDC's most anticipated event of the year. 0% financing for 5 years. That's right. High interest rates have been put on hold at International Diamond Center. Now through June, you can make any purchase and spread your payments out to 2030 without paying a dime in interest. Engagement rings, wedding bands, eternity bands, earrings, pendants, and our largest selection ever of certified hand-picked diamonds and exclusive designer fashion jewelry. Pick any item, celebrate your love, get the value price you deserve, then spread your payments over 5 years. That $6,000 pair of diamond earrings is just $100 a month. That $12,000 engagement ring is just $200 a month. Everything's affordable with this amazing offer. 0 interest all the way to 2030. There's just one catch. This is a limited time offer just for the month of June. So don't wait. Let IDC help you get the jewelry you've been dreaming of at a price and payment you didn't think was possible anymore. International Diamond Center in Tampa, Clearwater, Lakeland, and Sarasota. Excludes Rolex. Details and more at shopidc.com on approved credit.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. When we place our loved ones in a nursing home, we expect them to receive the best care. We meet with families who learn that their mothers and fathers, grandmothers and grandfathers have been terribly abused in nursing homes. Bed sores, malnutrition, broken bones, dehydration, and yes, even death. If you believe that a loved one has been abused or neglected while living in a nursing home, call us. The consultation is free.
Offices Tampa, St. Petersburg.
John Senning here for the Cava Social Club in downtown Bradenton, an absolute gem. If you're looking for the ultimate night out, look no further than Wednesday karaoke night. Trust me when I say it is the best karaoke experience around, featuring an amazing sound and lighting system that's going to make you feel like a superstar. Even if you don't hit all those notes, you're going to look fantastic on that big, beautiful stage. It's all about having fun, and the energy is absolutely contagious. All participants are invited on stage together for group sing-alongs. It's the perfect way to get everyone involved, and anyone who knows me knows my love for the 90s. So their 90s at 9 is my favorite hour of music, and it always delivers. But that's not all. Cava Social Club is the freshest Cava and Kratom teas to keep your vibes high while you sing your little heart out. So why wait? Join me for one of the liveliest events and an unforgettable time. Check them out at cavasocialclub.com and on all social media at Cava Social Club for all the latest updates. And I'll see you there. Boola, baby!
For nearly 2,000 severely injured veterans, everyday life has become filled with barriers. So we build specially adapted homes at Homes for Our Troops. And thanks to our donors and supporters, this life-changing gift of freedom is provided mortgage-free to these veterans. But we need you to join us, too, in completing this important mission. Please visit hfotusa.org and help build homes and rebuild lives.
Hey, Joy. Oh, you are glowing.
Oh, hey. More like Mirajoyed. That Miralax helped me go. I was so backed up. Tried mega coffees, prune juice, everything. Then Miralax. And hello, gentle relief without the harsh side effects.
Ooh, how does it work?
It works naturally with the water in your body for constipation relief. Find Miralax today at Walmart.
Use as directed for occasional constipation.
Experience the summer of music with Neutral and 102.5 The Bone. You could win tickets to some of the biggest shows of the year, including Thomas Rhett, The Weeknd, Jason Aldean, or you could win one of dozens of Neutral prizes like coolers and hats. Neutral. Keep it tasty. Just visit any participating Circle K location in Florida and scan the QR code on the Neutral Summer of Music poster to enter.
If you've been injured in a car accident, call Pound Law from your cell phone. Morgan & Morgan.
Now, back to Real Raw Radio. Sponsored by Anajar and Levine, Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
You might know nothing, but at least you'll know that thing. Brought to you by Just Call Mo, Tampa's injury attorney. That thing. It's time for That Thing right now on Senning Show.
1, 2, you know what to do. Check it out. It's Santana again. Stepping out. One of them brand new big boy toys. I do big boy things. I make big boy noise, cause I know what girls want.
Senning Show. You made it halfway through the week. Congratulations. Hopefully we'll have our buddy Mo DeWitt back with us tomorrow. He has been gallivanting around the Bahamas. But I did want to mention him stepping in and really sweetening the pot on our relationship with the Humane Society of Pinellas County has made an absolute, undeniable, immediate difference. We just got our third dog adopted. I think this was technically the third or fourth week that Mo was covering the adoption fees for all the dogs that we feature. And yesterday, Rebel, who was a very, very sweet kind of cattle dog mix that we had in a couple weeks ago, got adopted. And Mo DeWitt, Just Call Mo, has been covering those adoption fees, which, not every some people want a companion. They want a dog, but they might not have that upfront investment that you need to cover the fees. So hopefully it's changing people's lives. And that was a very cool thing that didn't ask. Mo and his people just hit me up and said, hey, we'd love to do this. And I know that the Humane Society is very, very grateful, and I am as well. We should have another dog featured next Friday.
Nicole wants to get a second dog to keep
really?
Chaka company. And I was like, Chaka's territorial.
Dude, what
and especially with the Mo thing, she's like, he's going to waive the fee. Why don't we do it? I go, no. There's only one room for one dog, and that's Chaka.
So if you're like out on a walk with Chaka, like if you like come across some people and they're like, oh, is he friendly? Can he say hi?
Yeah.
Like, is the answer no?
No, he could say hi. It's usually smaller dogs. He doesn't have.
He doesn't.
If he saw Brody, he would not like Brody.
Yeah. Oh, it's smaller dogs.
Yeah.
That's weird because,
it is.
Dude, Brody. It's a great sadness in my life. But we have these pictures of when Brody was a puppy and was young, and we used to go down to the dog beach in Venice, south of the Skyway. And dude, he would be a little puppy playing with Great Danes, and we would just let him. We would just let him go, and he would wrestle with dogs and play with dogs, and he would loved every other dog. We had neighbor dogs that he was friends with, and I mean the whole really first probably 5 to 6 years of his life. He loved other dogs, and we've pretty much tracked it down to the fact I've shared this story, but we tried to save that dog that we found tied up in the woods up in Georgia.
Yeah.
We tried to help that dog, and during that process of time, we had that dog living with us for maybe a month or a couple months, and it never felt like that dog was being mean to Brody. It never felt, but something about that time and about that relationship and about the way that went down made it so that Brody pretty much immediately wants to murder any dog that is larger than him.
Nicole's sister just got a puppy, and she was like, I want to bring Chaka to see it. I go, don't do that. He will F that dog up. And she's like, Chaka's a lover. He won't do that. I go, I know my dog. I promise you, he will attack it. And spoiler alert, he attacked it.
It is weird. And that's the thing is it's, I'm trying to think, well, yeah, Brody, it's a sad truth, but sometime after that, he's attacked a couple. My
Brody attacked?
Yeah, my in-laws' dog. Which the thing about that dog was getting a little bit older. You know what I mean? Like he wasn't.
Is it when they came to your house? He was just territorial.
He's done it in multiple places.
Oh, okay.
So I mean, he did it to Cody, R.I.P.
Yeah, it's on site for him.
He did it. Well, then my brother has a dog, Cash, who is like the same size as Brody.
With a K though, right? The dog's name? You said Cash.
Yeah.
Is it with a K?
Does it make it racist if it's not?
No, I just thought it would be cooler. If
No,
it was with a
it's
K.
with a C, I think.
Oh, okay.
The way you said that, I'm like, oh God, I'm like, I'm like, what would I just tell about my
Yeah.
family if it's with a C? So they've gotten into it like multiple times. And the thing is, for as just chill and normal and sweet as Brody is, when he gets in those moments, he goes for the neck.
Oh,
like
my- the
he's
jugular?
gotten Cash and in the past Cody got him by the neck, and it's like you can't stop it.
Oh my
So
God.
it's that happened later. It happened later in life, and we've tried, but now you're out on a walk. People are like, oh, can we say hi? And I mean, keep in mind, he's almost 15 years old. He's fairly decrepit at this point, but still, like you said, it's on site. Like it's like big dog comes in his space. He might not have it in him to fight, but he's sure going to give it a try.
And he will Chaka will I don't know Chaka's bark, but if you put him near a small dog, I will be like, he's gonna bark.
That's
He's gonna
so
get in
weird.
his face.
I get it because my whole thing is with Brody is he's best friends with little dogs, and he's got dogs that he's friends with now that are all smaller than him.
Yeah.
So to me, he's got little man syndrome. He's just like, as soon as there's a dog that's bigger, he's like, well, let me show this mother effer what's up. Let me show you what's good.
I almost think he thinks he's a small dog, and he's just showing them. He's like, I'm the alpha of the smalls. But the big dogs, he's like, I wish I was like them. But he is a big dog. Well, he's not
funny.
big, but he's a good sized dog.
That's funny that it's a smaller dog thing. These people held through the break, so we'll check in on them. Senning Show, hello.
This is Brandon from Pepin. How you doing, guys?
Hey, what's up, buddy? You're the dude that came through that first day for the sticker, right?
Yeah, I'm the guy.
Yeah, I remember you. What's up, buddy?
What's happening? I had to throw something out about the hot sauces. I grow Carolina Reapers and ghost peppers in my yard.
Oh,
in my
wow.
house. And at Pepin, they had a raffle thing where you could win one of the Hot Ones 10 packs that they had.
Yeah.
And you had to eat all 10 of them, and then you were entered into the raffle, and I ended up winning it
Nice.
about a year ago. And I still have 3 of the hot sauces in my cupboard right now. And I will tell you this right now. You guys should buy one of the Hot Ones 10 packs that they sell online. It's like $130 or whatever it is. And do the thing you were talking about earlier. But the benefit of that is, first of all, when it's over with, you get to keep it. And you will barely touch the surface of having it all. So then you guys can, have it for the next
Because
year.
it's really the one. It's the last one. It's like the bomb
Second
past
last. Yeah,
insanity,
the bomb,
or something. That's the one that'll light your ass
It's
up,
called
right?
It's called the last dab experience, is what they call it.
I heard that's not as
And,
bad
I
as
was
the
trying-
bomb.
Well, here's the thing. I was looking it up online right before I called you because I finally pulled in my driveway, and I was looking it up. I couldn't find the one that is the spiciest one, but number 8 is brutal. Number
Really?
10, which is supposed to be, it's like, they give you a little card inside of the box you get, and it tells you how many
Scoville units it is, all of that.
Yeah, and the last one has like 10,000 or something like that.
It's crazy. There are people out there. That's a whole subsect. I appreciate you checking in, buddy. Whole subsect on social media that I love watching is these dudes that I think there's something. I think some people are born with something where hot food doesn't affect them the way that it does. So there's like a handful of people out there who will legit sit down. There's this guy, and it's so random because the guy's from Lapeer, Michigan, where I grew up. I think it's like everything spicy. And he'll sit down with this pile of like Carolina Reapers and like the world's hottest peppers, and he'll just be snacking on it. Like he'll just be crunching on them.
My grandpa, I just don't get it.
He might have the thing.
Yeah.
Grandpa might have the thing.
Yeah.
One more, and then I got to share this insane fact with you that I hope it blows one person's mind as much as it blew mine. Senning Show, you're live on the air.
Hey guys, this is PBE. How you doing?
Hey, PBE, what's going on, buddy?
Hey, well, I actually wanted to comment on 2 things now. The hot sauce. So my dad was Jamaican.
Nice.
Believe it or not. And
Really?
my dad.
So you're half Jamaican, or do you mean like your stepdad?
No, my dad. Well, my dad was a white British Jamaican.
I was
but
going to
he-
say
Oh,
a white Jamaican.
He
Okay.
spoke patois and everything. I mean, he was a wild man.
Okay.
But everything he cooked growing up got hot sauce in it. Everything got Scotch bonnets in it. So I grew up eating hot stuff. And I did the Munchies Wing Challenge with a guy at work. All the guys at work pulled their money together, got $200, and he ate 5 of them, and I ate 7. And I looked, and I'm like, man, do I want to finish these? Is it worth it to get a T-shirt? You know, it was the most miserable thing I could have ever done. It was my pee was burning when I
dude,
urinated.
That might have been from something else,
Dude,
dog.
I have had that. I
Not
think.
even joking. It hurt.
Yeah.
I thought I caught something while I was there. It was
Dude,
horrible.
I have
And
had
then,
that happen from heat. I think it was from that Inferno soup challenge. The pea
man, it
burned.
was
I think you get
terrible.
capsaicin in the pea.
Oh, wow. I heard the back end, but I mean, I guess it makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah. All holes.
The other thing,
All holes matter.
It's Diz. I don't know. You were talking about sauces, about island sauces. If you guys ever want a great steak sauce, pick a pepper sauce.
Oh,
from
dude.
From Jamaica.
I'm OG. I'm OG Pick a Peppa, dude. I grew up on Pick a Peppa. My dad always had Pick a Peppa
that
on
is
deck.
the best, bro. It is the best.
It is,
But
man.
when you were talking about the dogs, I had a Scottish Terrier. He was a little beast. And we were at the dog park, and a German Shepherd ran up to him that wasn't on the leash, and he was on the leash. And the German Shepherd ran up and growled at him, and he grabbed the German Shepherd by the neck and tore him up. And they had to take the Shepherd to the vet, and they tried to sue my mom for vet bills, and they were like, "No, your dog was on a leash. There's nothing to pay." You know?
Oh man,
But
look at
a
that.
little tiny Scottish Terrier tore this German Shepherd up. It was crazy.
You love to see the little guy win. Thank you, thank you, PBE. All right. So I don't know that you know this, but and again, maybe this blows my mind, and it's not as impressive as I thought it was. 1 million seconds ago was May 23rd.
Okay.
So based on that fact, and just answer these quickly. I don't want you to be doing math in your head.
Okay.
When do you think 1 billion seconds ago was?
Well, I feel like because, I thought about this a little when you did ask, and I thought it's probably a lot longer than I expected. So I'm going to go around COVID.
Okay, so 1 million seconds ago was May 23rd. 1 billion seconds ago from your guess is around COVID.
Yeah.
1 billion seconds ago was 1993.
Oh, my God. 1 billion seconds ago?
Yes.
We think the second's so underrated. They're like, oh, that flies by.
And it's less about the seconds and more about the number. It's about how much 1 billion is, how much a trillion is. So 1 million seconds ago was May 23rd.
Yeah.
1 billion seconds ago was 1993. Now take a guess. How long ago was 1 trillion seconds?
You said 1923?
1993.
1993.
1993 for 1 billion seconds. When was 1 trillion seconds ago?
I'm going to say somewhere before like George Washington and stuff. I think even before we had colonies and stuff. So like when just the dinosaurs.
You're on the right track. 1 million seconds ago was May 23rd. 1 billion seconds ago was 1993. 1 trillion seconds ago was 30,000 BC.
Before Christ, 30,000 years before Christ,
dude.
Before we had Christ,
is that not insane?
You don't think that it's that far away?
I mean,
because again, seconds are just so much in a day that you're like, it could never go back that far.
Well, and to me, it's really the finest example of how much 1 trillion is.
Yeah.
Like when you think about 1 trillion, that word gets thrown around a lot, and so does 1 billion for that matter. You hear there are billionaires, and you hear. I will say, I learned this under the umbrella of a post that was talking about the debt in this country and how it's so many trillions of dollars. So they were trying to make an example of how much 1 trillion is. That was the point. But when you think about a single dollar and think about 1 trillion of them, or a single second and 1 trillion of them, 1 trillion seconds ago would have been 30,000 BC, which just absolutely, I went down the deepest rabbit hole to find out if this was true. I put it into every AI chat GPT format I could, and it said, yes, this math is absolutely correct.
I looked up as you were talking, are there any trillionaires? Because I thought maybe there'll be some Saudi prince or something like that. Nobody has reached the mark. They're saying the potential people to get it in the next decade maybe would be Elon Musk, Zuckerberg, and
Amazon guy.
Bezos.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It really, it's even the fact that 1 billion. I mean, I realize 1 billion is a lot more than 1 million. But like you said, you think 1 billion seconds. Okay, it's like 2020, 2015, something like that. 1 billion seconds would take us all the way back to 1993.
Just a few years after I was born. That's crazy.
That's it. What year were you born?
88.
Okay. Okay, that does
The math's math.
That does add up. We've got your chance at $1,000 in just 4 minutes. You don't want to miss it. Everybody could use a little extra cheddar these days. It's been a long-standing conversation, and I will say my habit of it has gotten much better. I think ever since that story I told a few months ago where we had the debacle with the pizza, and I said I'm never ordering again. I've maybe ordered once since then.
Yeah.
There is this phenomenon where human beings in the United States decided that getting their own food was just too much to bear. Like the multi probably billion-dollar business and industry that is getting food delivered now is so insane. And there's an Uber Eats driver who is spilling the beans on a host of behind-the-scenes behaviors committed by the drivers. And the big one, which this is one person speaking for everybody, so I take it with a grain of sand. She absolutely says, if we're stuck in traffic and you've got fries, we're eating those fries. And more drivers are eating your fries than you'd like to believe.
I believe it because it's one of those things where like there's just it's really no screening process to get employed by them.
It really is. Isn't that insane?
It is.
When you really, it's a meme, it's a joke. People go, hey, your parents used to tell you not to take food from strangers, and now we've got an app for it.
Yeah.
Like, and I mean this with no disrespect, a literal crackhead could be doing God knows what with their body and with their life, and then have a little ding on their app, and then go pick up your food, be trusted with it to drive God knows how long, doing God knows what, and we just take it, and then most of the time, if the little sticker on the bag is shut, we're like, okay, this must be legit.
Yeah.
According to a new study from U.S. Foods, more than 1 in 4 food delivery drivers are guilty of munching on the food they were supposed to be dropping off. 1 in 4.
I believe that. I think that's pretty accurate. You said the sticker thing. If you don't have a good sticker system where it's like you cannot get into this, break into it without alerting whoever's getting it, I'm not going to order from you. And if I do and I get it, I'm going to look at it real hard and probably go, I'm not eating that. Someone touched this. I know someone touched this.
There is, and I don't say this because if you are an Uber Eats driver, be above board, don't eat people's food.
Yeah.
But there is something about the road fry.
Yeah.
There's something about when you are delivered, like just as an individual, like when it's your job, obviously a different set of circumstances. But when you are procuring a fast food meal for friends, for your family, and you go out and you go to a Burger King, a McDonald's, a Wendy's, whatever it is, and you get fries, like there's a certain amount of those fries that are dedicated to the driver. Like that's something that has kind of been instilled in our society. So it's not the most insane thing ever that people with delicious smelling fresh fries in their car that are delivering them to you are snacking on those fries.
Yeah, 100%. I experience this a lot more now that, it's me, Nicole, and the girls. I go out and get food. When I'm driving back, I see, like, let's say the girls have little Happy Meals and me and Nicole got a regular meal. I'm snacking on all those fries, and I'm holding on to one set of fries.
Yeah.
That's my fries. But I'm taking
from everybody else.
I'm taxing all those fries. And they're going to be at a level where you can't tell. But I'm absolutely taxing those fries.
Dude, the thing is now is it doesn't happen very often because if I'm getting stuff for Danielle, it's she doesn't eat burgers. So the Culver's would probably be the one that we go to the most because she'll get the fish sandwich. I will often. This is the ultimate fat boy move. It really probably a fat dad move if you have a family. You got to get that small fry for the ride.
Oh, you get it.
you gotta get a little snack. Get yourself some curds or some onion rings for the drive home if you want to. And wouldn't that be when you talk about things that Uber Eats could do? They want you to tip. They want you to do a million different things. What if at the bottom it just said, "Get a small fry for your driver"?
Yeah.
Let them have a snack. And it would even be. I don't think people would believe it was funny. But even if you said, make it so the driver doesn't have to take any of yours. Like,
give them a snack so they're not snacking on you.
And ensure that all of your fries make it there by buying your driver a small fry. And maybe even the fast food places could work out a deal to where the driver fry is a bit cheaper. That'd be a nice touch.
I will say that I've never got a road fry, but there has been a time where I've ordered a meal and fat boy status, I go, okay, I got a number 4. I had a little cheeseburger on the side. And I'll eat it before I get home.
Oh, you do.
And act like, this is just all our food. But one time with Nicole, I got home and she's like, you had a cheeseburger? I go, I had no cheeseburger. She goes, on the receipt, it says you had a cheeseburger. I go, I did have a cheeseburger.
Dude.
You got me.
I've got one better than that, and it's funny because I wasn't even getting food. So I was we had somebody doing stuff in the yard. They were trimming the palms, and we needed cash.
Yeah.
So I ran to the Winn-Dixie, and Danielle said, "Hey, when you're out, can you get some cash? And I need you to break it. I need you to break it." And we were like literally about to eat dinner. Like she was I think cooking dinner. So I'm like, yeah, no problem. So I leave the Winn-Dixie with the cash and forgot that I was supposed to break it.
Oh my God.
There's a Mickey D's in the in the parking lot of the Winn-Dixie.
There
So I'm
you
like,
go.
I got the perfect way to break this.
Yeah.
So I roll through. I'm like, let me get a double cheeseburger. Let me get a double cheeseburger, no pickle, no onion, extra ketchup. What do you know? We broke that, and then sure enough, I think it was just based on the fact that I had debris on my face that I was. She was like, "Did you just eat?" I was like, "Well, I had to break that 20."
Yeah, you wanted to change. I got change.
What do you do? All right, you want $1,000. This hour's keyword is Vibe. Head to the 1025 The Bone app right now and enter Vibe before 30 minutes past the top of the hour, and the $1,000 Bone bonus could be yours. It's VIBE, Vibe. Go get that money, would you? I don't know why all these people are calling. Senning Show, you're live. Who's this?
It's Randy.
Hey, Mandy, what's going on? Can you turn your radio down for us?
Sure. Just kid, sorry. That was so quick.
Oh, yeah. Well, I saw you coming through. I wanted you to get prompt service. What's up?
Oh, no, I'm commenting on the, I first want to comment on the hot sauce thing, but then the next subject came up, and then I actually wanted to say, are you from Lapeer, Michigan, you said?
I am from Lapeer, Michigan, baby. That is,
Wow.
I was technically born as a little baby infant in Denver, Colorado, and when I was
that's
1 month old, my parents moved to Lapeer, Michigan, where I spent my whole life up until I was like 19.
Ironic. My grandparents are from Lapeer.
Look at that.
And I still have one alive, which is amazing at my age. But then ironically, now I moved from Denver about 3 years ago.
Look at that. We're soulmates.
Interesting.
We're so connected.
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
It is very crazy. What else was on your mind today, dear?
Well, no, and then the hot sauce thing, and then what was it? Now I've got too many in my mind.
Well, we're rapid fire. We do seem to throw a lot of things out you. You got to.
You really do.
Yeah.
So what's this newest subject?
All right, hang tight. But I respect our connection and everything, but let's. I can't reset for everybody. Senning Show, you're live on the air.
What's up, Juggalo John?
What up? Whoop 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 whoop.
Whoop whoop. I was just wondering if you guys are going to have Wu-Tang tickets to give out.
I don't know for a fact that we will. I know that we did. Don't you think? Didn't we? I think we did at some point.
we?
So I think they
Not
were
for this tour.
Yeah, I think they were maybe in the building. I don't feel comfortable telling you with 100% certainty that we will or won't. But isn't it like next week?
Definitely. I listen to you guys every day, so it doesn't really matter what day of the week it is.
No, I meant
Yeah,
what
it's
day
next
is the concert? I will say
it's June 10th.
Okay,
It's a Tuesday.
A lot of times we get them early, like when they go on sale. So I would say your best bet is just to keep it locked right here. And if we do, you'll be one of the first people to hear about it.
Awesome. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.
Goodbye. Whoop whoop. There's another whoop whoop for you. Do not go anywhere. Diz sent me this great story yesterday. It's morbid. It is morbid. There's a tinge of sadness in there, but it was. Somebody ended up writing an article about it, and I think it was originally born on Reddit. And it said, if you were in a terrible car accident and you found yourself bleeding out in your car waiting for help, what would be the song that you'd want to be playing on the radio? We've done songs to murder to. We're going to put a little spin on that, and we'll run through the list next on more Senning Show.
It's like once you get used to it, then you start serving. Hop up on top and so jiggy jerking.
The time is now to go solar with Solar Bear. The average Solar Bear customer is saving over $2,000 a year by switching to solar. Solar Bear is a local company that's been in business for over 10 years. A lot of these solar companies, they're big global conglomerates. These guys are local to the area. They got over 10,000 satisfied customers with a 4.7-star Google rating, which those good ratings are not easy to come by. You got to be doing good work. And the thing right now, it's very simple. you go with solar, that power bill is going to come down significantly. And Solar Bear is currently offering no payments for the first 12 months. So you get the power bill way down. You don't have to pay on the solar initially. Invest that money, save that money, do whatever you want with it, but no payments for 12 months. Give them a call today for a free estimate or check them out online at solarbear.com.
Fine, if you're listening, you heard me, I'm strong. If you're going through your cycle, I ain't with it, I'm gone.
You're listening to Senning Show on 102.5 The Bone. Surfside Seltzer presents JP's Metallica Liquid Lunch. Join JP and The Bone Friday, June 6th as we pregame for Metallica with a live broadcast at the original Hooters in Clearwater. And if you didn't get your tickets yet, sorry for your luck, loser. Just kidding.
You hooked me up with tickets to the show.
We have tickets. JP will have 3 pair of last-minute Metallica tickets for you to win on site. So, obviously, you need to call off work. Just tell your boss JP said it's cool and head to the original Hooters in Clearwater. Meet JP, Monica, and Dizzy. Drink some Surfside Seltzers, and you might just win some Metallica tickets.
This is James from Metallica. Hey, win your tickets.
JP's Metallica Liquid Lunch with a live broadcast at the original Hooters in Clearwater. We'll see you there. 102.5 The Bone. Real Raw Radio.
Involved in a car accident? We understand the pressure you're under. Call Farah and Farah, Tampa.
Hi, welcome to the IKEA summer sale.
Hi, yeah. My family and I want our backyard to be a summer oasis.
Don't sweat it. Our summer deals are here to help. Save up to 50% off on select items. Plus, IKEA loyalty members can save an extra 10%.
Sign me up. You just saved my summer.
Visit us in store from 5/27 to 6/30 or at IKEA-USA.com/summer sale for more details. Offer valid 5/27 to 6/30/25. U.S. only while supplies last. Selection may vary. See store and IKEA-USA.com/summer sale for complete terms. Restrictions apply.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. A question I get all the time is how did we become the largest injury firm in the world? We have over 1,000 lawyers in all 50 states and close to 6,000 coworkers. Our call center is on duty 24/7. You can reach us at any time at forthepeople.com. But the real reason is we won a lot. When you visit our website, go to our verdicts and settlements. There you will see what our clients were offered and what they were awarded at trial. All those verdicts help us resolve many cases fairly and early. You see, nothing beats reputation. The insurance industry knows who we are. We even have insurance adjusters call us for representation because they know too. We've made it easy. On your mobile device or computer, go to forthepeople.com and we will get busy. It's that easy. Call today. Morgan & Morgan, for the people. Injured? Dial pound law or visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Hey, it's Galvin for Arbor Wise Tree Service. Arbor Wise is a professional tree care company that is family owned and operated. They do both residential and commercial, and they've been serving the entire Tampa Bay area for over 15 years. And it's not just some dudes cutting trees. They actually have several certified arborists on staff. No matter how big your job is, Arbor Wise Tree Service can take care of it. Now's the time to start prepping your property. Get your free estimate and consultation today. Check them out online at arborwisetreeservices.com or give them a call at 727-481-8081.
The following is a paid advertisement by Family Vacation Getaways with the purpose of soliciting sales of vacation ownership. For complete details and restrictions, please visit fvgradio.com. If you want a 100% complimentary stay in Cancun at a luxury resort, then Family Vacation Getaways is your ticket to paradise. We're giving away 5 days and 4 nights to the first 50 callers who can name an animal that lays eggs and is not a bird. An animal that lays eggs and is not a bird. Do you know it? Call now at 800-417-6411. That's 800-417-6411. You may also be eligible for an exciting bonus vacation in Orlando, Florida for just $398. And don't worry about anything ruining your plans. We can extend your stay for up to 18 months. Name an animal that lays eggs and is not a bird, and you get a complimentary Cancun resort stay and an optional bonus vacation in Orlando for just $398. What are you waiting for? Call 800-417-6411. Again, call 800-417-6411 and give us your answer. The proceeding is not a contest or sweepstakes. It is a paid advertisement by Family Vacation Getaways and is not sponsored by or affiliated with this station or program.
Sitting in traffic because of an auto accident is frustrating. We should remember, though, that the person in that accident ahead, their life has changed forever, and we may be thankful it isn't us. But if it ever is, call 1-800-BURNETTI. We're ready. Offices Tampa, Lakeland, Pinellas.
The guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate is the easiest way to sell your home. You can save time, make the most money, and eliminate all the hassle this summer. Hey, it's JP, and my friends at Mark Spain Real Estate can sell your home with the strongest all-cash offer in the industry and help you move on your timeline. With over 67,000 satisfied clients, you could trust the most experienced real estate team in the U.S. to sell your home fast and for maximum profit. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today and start packing.
This message comes from Viking, committed to exploring the world in comfort. Journey through the heart of Europe on an elegant Viking longship with thoughtful service, destination-focused dining, and cultural enrichment on board and on shore. With small ships that bring travelers closer to the destination, there's more time to explore. And every Viking voyage is all-inclusive, with no children and no casinos. Discover more at Viking.com.
Here at the Almond Joy Factory, where tropical vibes abound, we use soft, fresh-tasting coconut.
The crunchiest almonds and delicious chocolate candy.
Ah, but do you know what our most important ingredient is? Sometimes you feel like a nut.
Sometimes you don't.
Almond Joy's got nuts and something even way better than that. Yes, Almond Joy is made with almonds and joy.
102.5 The Bone. Real Raw Radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. And 107.3 WXGL HD2 St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio. And now, back to Senning Show. With your host, John Senning.
Yeah. It's 50, a.k.a. Ferrari F50. Break it down. I got a lot of living to do before I die, and I ain't got time to waste. Let's make it. You say you a gangster, but you
800-771-1025. This is Senning Show. I'm John Senning. He's Dizzy. Check out his podcast, would you? Lazy Ass Podcast. Download it. Subscribe to it.
Right now we on the grind, so hurry up and cop and go with selling.
I love talking about Wild Fork Foods. I'm on a major. I was on a big tri-tip picanha kick. Dude, I'm all about cooking pork loins right now. This is now, I think, like the third week in a row where I cooked a pork loin. And the one I did last night it's like a pre-seasoned one. It was bell pepper and onion crusted. I legit, if you happen to have like a pellet smoker, I threw it on the smoker for like an hour and 20 minutes, put the probe in there, got it up to 140. It is the easiest, most thoughtless, delicious dinner you're going to find. And they got tons of things like that. I love talking about the chimichurri skirt steak, which is pre-seasoned. And a lot of times I would say that I'm not interested in things that are pre-seasoned. The stuff from Wild Fork is so flavorful and so money that the chimichurri for tacos and stuff like that, boom, you can let it hit on the grill for about 4 minutes each side, slice it against the grain. You've got something that's going to blow everybody's mind, and they have so many different cuts of meat that you could be looking for that you don't even know that you want. You want something rare, elk, yak, bison, rabbit. One day, Dizzy's going to get some duck cooked for him over at his house. Tons of great seafood, sides, seasonings. They really do have it all, whether you want to get it delivered right to your front door, which is an amazing feeling. Pick it up in store after ordering, or just get into your local Wild Fork and go shopping. They've got spots in West Chase, South Tampa, and St. Pete right here by the radio station on 4th Street North. You got to check them out. Always online at wildforkfoods.com.
It's funny you say that because we have became a Wild Fork family for sure because of you.
Dude, it's one of those things, too, where like there are tons of different, and I love pulling the curtain back on stuff like this because there are tons of different ways that you can form relationships with sponsors and people that we endorse for. And I always like to sit down with people and see what's really going on and, make sure that it's a good fit for everybody. This one was like almost in reverse because I think it was well over a year ago now, maybe even a little more than that, where I went to, it was actually Sam and Alex's house. We went over there and Alex cooked up multiple big, beautiful pieces of meat. And he goes, yeah, dude, I just order on Wild Fork and it shows up at my door. And like I ordered this morning and I'm like, dude, what is this Wild Fork? And from that day, I legit started ordering Wild Fork every week. I live by it. I swear by it. And then through talking about it on the air, through being friends with Dr. Barbecue, all of these worlds kind of collided. They knew that. And it was a match made in heaven. So whether or not I was talking about them on the radio or had a professional relationship with them, I would still love Wild Fork. And it really is. I have not had one person, and people love to be a dick, I've not had one person come and say, hey, I went to Wild Fork and I didn't really like it. Like everybody who gets on it is like, damn, this place is insane from selection to price and everything. And I just love when there are those natural things that you can talk about that you believe in so strongly.
Yeah, I think I told you this. When I used to drive by it, I used to go, oh, man, that's expensive.
Yeah.
Like even when we went and met up with you, first time we went inside Wild Fork, and when we went in with Nicole, I go, no, I don't got no Senning money like that, so just relax. We went in, we were blown away by the prices. I say that to say she cooked up some pork chops, fried them up 2 days ago, told me the rest are in the microwave. Next day, I get home from work, and I'm like, where are the pork chops? She goes, you never took them out the microwave. I had to throw them out. I yelled out, F so loud that the girls came out the room, and I'm like, I'm sorry. That was my fault. I'm just so mad that I don't get those pork chops now.
Dude, I love pork. Like I got no beef with pork. But I just don't cook large cuts of it. And I started getting these pork loins, and dude, it's almost foolproof. Like they're hard to mess up. And one of those things where if you're trying to entertain a bunch of people, you got a bunch of people coming over, I feel like you can really impress some people by doing up a big ass slab of meat and you just slice it thin, and everything they got over there is great. All right, we're going to dabble in the darkness for a little bit here, and we'd love if you weighed in. 800-771-1025. This story that Diz sent along was from Cracked. Is that a place you normally go? What is this?
Yeah, Cracked has a lot of like the Reddit lists I like, and then it has just random stuff. It's just a random site.
I like what I see.
Yeah.
Redditors often have a flair for the dramatic. Case in point, somebody posted the question. You're bleeding out profusely after a fatal car accident and only have 3 minutes to live. What song do you want playing in the background? It seems that one of the ones at the top of the list, which I guess I get, it's very peaceful. In what better song to put your mind at ease than this one right here? I'm trying to set the stage. It also feels almost like
I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them blue.
I don't know. I respect the vibe. I respect what we're going for here. I'm just not sure that this energy is what I'm trying to harness in these moments.
Yeah. Again, like you said, I get it's that peaceful transition over. You're just kind of just in peace going over. But I went more comedic with mine.
Well, let me play one more that's at the top of the list before you give me yours.
Is it 19?
I think it is 19.
Yeah.
And it's topical.
Yeah, that's why I was going to ask you.
So what's going on right now? This one feels pretty good, but it's also like this song's a little scary. Like it's a great song, obviously, but I don't want any spooky vibes.
What are you going with in your head? Like, don't tell me your song, but what came to mind when you did it?
I mean, I have a song. I don't know if we've done this topic in some form or fashion in the past, but I had a song that was locked in, and to me, it's more about the message of the song, and what it represents. So I'll play mine in just a few minutes. And this, obviously, with Metallica headed to town, very, very prudent, dude. Number 18, that one really got me. Now I will say, I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it at all. And I mean, when you want to talk about going out with a celebratory vibe,
yes,
you're laying there thinking about your life, and then
Soldier Boy tell. Hey, I got this new dance for y'all called the Soldier Boy. Just gotta punch, then crank back 3 times from left to right. Soldier Boy, I'm in it. Why me crank it? Why me roll? Why me crank that Soldier Boy? That Superman that Now why me you crank that Soldier? Now why me you crank that Soldier? Now why me you crank that Soldier? Now why me you crank that Soldier?
See, the problem with this song is it's such a great song and it's such a upbeat party song I think it would make me more sad.
Okay.
Well, I'm already sad because
you're dying.
I've just been in a terrible car accident and I'm dying. But this is like making me think of all of the Soulja Boys I won't be cranking for the rest of my life.
What a way to die, vrooming.
Dude, if you're out there taking the turns a little too hard, quarter mile at a time, Paul Walker style, baby.
Yeah.
All right, I'm ready. You want to know what? Will you do me a favor? Send me yours in a message on Twitter.
Like, okay, yeah. I'll send you
without
the
saying
clip.
it, so I can just play it.
I got me so baby, mate.
Senning Show, you're live on the air. Who's this?
That's Rob.
Rob, what's up, buddy?
I got two of them for you.
All right, I feel like they're going to be very sad. What's your first one?
Be George Strait, Cowboy Rides Away, and the dance.
Oh, dude, the dance. You know you can't find any Garth Brooks anywhere on the internet, so that one's going to be a little bit harder to get. But Cowboy Rides Away.
Prime Music.
I know.
Prime Music
Trust me,
has
I
Garth
got
Brooks.
I got the subscription, but let me see.
Right. Maybe I'll see you Friday.
Maybe you will, actually. I'm going to try and make it out there.
Hold
Thank
up,
you.
bro.
Yeah, I don't know.
This sounds more like a riding song than...
Yeah, this is like riding your...
I knew the stakes were high right from the start.
Not feeling it. No offense, Rob. I mean, it's not for me, at least. Oh, I like that. I like where you're headed, Diz.
Yeah.
Also,
kind of topical.
I would say quite topical right now.
Topical and someone that appeals to you in there.
Dude, if you're telling me that you wanna move on to the next phase with some Mesa Betha in your ear with a little MA $E, dude, I'm not mad at you. Oh, dude. I like this.
I like that the fact that I'm dying and the hook's saying, "Can't nobody take my pride. Can't nobody hold me down." I'm dead. It's not working.
I like, and I envision just kind of like ghost you, shimmying out of your body,
like Harlem Shake.
Yeah.
Above me, dying.
Melt like it's hot wax. Put it out. All the stores bet you can shop that. Leave a nigga with a hot hat. Frontin' like bad boy ain't got trap.
I respect it. Did you have this locked in like when you saw the article?
No, just now. I didn't, because when I sent it to you, I had a different thing on the bottom. I was thinking more of that. So with this, it was in the moment. I was like, what would be a song that'd be kind of ironic but a bop? This is what came to my head. Because it was this, or it's going to be like, cut my life into pieces.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. Also angry and dark, though.
Yeah,
this
it's
is
too dark for
this
going to
is
death. Yeah.
somewhere in the sweet spot of uplifting without being too uplifting.
Yeah.
Senning Show, you're live on the air.
Hi there. My name is Tierney. My brother told me to call. His song, and we've talked about this before, is "Voice Inside My Head" by Blink 182.
Voice
Blink 182.
Voice inside my head. Your name is Tyranny, huh?
Yes, it is.
Oh wow, what a beautiful name. So does that mean you don't listen to the show and your brother
forced you to call?
As a matter of fact, guys, this is probably the first time in like 7 years that I have not been listening to you guys. I literally listened from like 7 in the morning when I'm on my way to work until 7 at night, pretty much. But today I happen to be doing chores.
Oh, well, I'm sorry you missed it. You said "Voice Inside My Head." Wait.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that's the song, is it? I think is the song "I Miss You."
No, it's not. I miss you.
The voice inside my head.
That's exactly it.
Yeah,
That's
I think
exactly it.
I think this is it. This is the one. I miss you.
Oh, it's called "I Miss You." I'm
is.
sorry.
No, it's okay. We worked through it together. This one,
right on.
This one's pretty.
Right on.
It's pretty good. It's a little somber.
It is quite somber. Quite somber.
So explain to me the call that your brother made. He said he thought of you because we were talking about songs that you'd want to be playing while you were dying, and he thought you'd like that?
Well, we actually listen to you guys all the time, and we'll call and be like, "You can't believe what they're talking about right now." He's like, "I know, I'm totally listening." So today he's like, "So are you listening? You got to call and get my song." I'm like, "What are you talking about?" He's like, "I can't believe you're not listening right now." Blink 182, "Voice Inside My Head."
I love it. I love so much the idea of family members bonding over the bone and over talk radio because that was me when I was younger. My dad got me into talk radio, and I love the idea of brothers and sisters texting about what we're talking about.
Oh yeah, he's my best friend. I talk to him every day.
Oh, I love. What's his name? Let's give him a shout out.
His name's Colin.
Colin, thank you, buddy. Why isn't Colin? Does he not like to call?
He is working, actually.
Oh, okay.
He is a painter. He runs and owns his own painting company, and he's elbow deep in somebody
paint.
else's. Yes.
All right.
Paint.
Well, you did him. You did him proud today. It was Tyranny.
Tyranny. That's right.
Thank you so much for calling.
Thank you so much, you guys. I enjoy the show so much. I'll talk to you soon.
You're the best. Bye-bye.
Of course. So with this song, put a song in my head that would be a great one, and it involves one of our former employees.
One of our former employees.
Yes.
Okay.
Do you want me to send it to you on Twitter, or you want me to just tell you?
Well, it's funny because I thought you were headed in a different direction, and when I play for you what I thought you were going to say, you're going to realize why there are some similarities between the two.
Okay.
Let me play this one for you first, and then you can tell me. You can tell me if you hear at least at the very least a similar vibe.
All the smoke and drinking starts to hurt. Hiding all my feelings in the dirt. You left me here and now I'm broken hearted.
I'm bleeding out in my car, man.
That's a good one. I didn't think of that. I should have.
Something about the guitar made me connect the two.
Going out with the Mellow Mob is a good way to go.
It really is, dude. Off Mellow, man. We're a friendly here. We can have you in here. We don't have to talk about the Brick Hornet. We don't have to talk about anything. We're just fans of your art, my brother. Get in touch with Off Mellow. We're Mellow Mob till we die.
Shrilling for you, dog.
What was the one that you
sent
thought
on your Twitter?
Okay.
Again, it involves a former employee.
And do you know this song?
Yeah, you don't know this song?
No.
Really?
No.
Pretty good song. Gotta be honest.
Oh, dude,
kind of a bop.
Are you really shrilling for this band here? Hold on.
Not the whole band, but I remember hearing this, and I was like, okay, kind of a bop.
Okay, hold on. I'm so blown away that you know anything about this band.
You don't?
I mean, I know that they exist.
You don't know any of the music?
No. Why would I?
You never tried to listen?
No.
Well, I'll tell you how come I know about the band.
The fact that you brought it up, it's worth at least playing it.
Essentially, Spike was going to shoot the video for this with Mo. They gave them a, hey, this is worth thinking. They went, no, we're just going to go with someone else.
We're good. This is, dude, I'm still in shock that you know this song.
Somewhere else's dream.
Dude, what is
you
going
don't know
on?
The song?
The whole damn mess. Some Big Something. Former host of the Miggs and Swig show, Don Miggs' band.
Yeah.
Dude, just when I think I know everything I can know about you, you throw out a deep cut from the whole damn mess.
Yeah, I'm a Miggs fan. I told you, I watched that movie and he came up as like the music composer.
You're a Miggs fan?
Well, like I met him. He's a cool guy.
Yeah.
He's rich. Yeah. I'll be his friend.
Interesting.
It's only for this hook. It's a hopeful song. It's like, I know there's something waiting for me.
Yeah, maybe from that perspective.
My big bro, I'm going to see my big bro and the family members I love.
I'm
embrace the death.
I have to say, as shocked as I am that you brought up a whole damn mess song, there's something endearing about the words to the song. So
yeah,
I'll give you a Miggs pass on this one.
A Miggs pass.
All right, so the song I had in mind, nobody's ever heard it, but like I said, I've had this conversation before, and I've had this song before, or this thought before, and when you sent it to me, I knew I was going to play it. This is one of my favorite artists. I've traveled around the country to see this guy, and I feel like it is the ultimate, I just crashed my car, and I've got about 3 minutes left. It's sad.
It's country.
It's not country. Well, maybe it's singer-songwriter-esque. But I want to take you, I'm not going to force you to listen to the whole thing. I just want to take you to the hook so you can, I want to take you to the part to when I'm ascending, okay?
Okay.
So we're hurting, we're laying there, and here we go. And we're just, everything's okay. Here we go. Just be ready. Hold on.
It's very depressing.
We didn't peek yet. Hold on. We didn't peek yet.
Okay, good.
We didn't peek yet.
Give me the drop. Drop that bass.
Leave a message and
it's really when I tell you the name of the song and you hear the chorus, you're gonna understand where I'm going with it. Here it is. Are you ready? I was passed out at a party once, and I woke up from a dead sleep, and this song was playing, and it like haunts me. And it's specifically the chorus right here. Just listen.
I'm taking my chance on the wind. I'm packing up all my bags.
Who is this?
His name is Martin Sexton. I mean, do you kind of get it at least a little bit now?
A little bit.
Yeah.
I never thought you were going to go this way with it.
Yeah, the song is Glory Bound, which this would be potentially my most realistic answer.
So in the question I formed when I sent this, I feel like this would be a great song for that, like an end credit song.
Yeah. Like it's
okay.
Something's happening here. So that one jumped out at me. Lots of people holding. I'm sorry to make you wait, but sometimes the boys just got to chop it up. Senning Show, you're live on the air. Who's this?
Dave, how you doing, John and Dizzy?
Dave, what's up, buddy? How are you?
You guys probably never heard this song, but this one really gets the blood pumping, boiling. Danzig, Left Hand Black.
Now, in the hopes of like keeping the blood pumping, are you saying Left Hand Black? Now, Diz is a Danzig fan. He heard Mother for the first time and he liked it. So let's see what we think about this. Thank you, Dave. I don't know. A little demony, a little dark. Let's do one more. Who's been holding?
Some good ones. People texting me and setting me up on Twitter and all that.
What's the best one you've seen?
Well, Sexy Mark texted me and he said Frank Sinatra My Way. I'm like, that's kind of good.
That's a pretty good one. I want to say somebody suggested that for the murder song as well. You could also,
it was probably him.
You could also go Usher My Way.
Yeah, that would be pretty good.
Senning Show, you're live on the air.
Hey, good afternoon, gentlemen. I got a couple real quick.
All right.
Obvious one's Comfortably Numb.
That one is undeniably, that one makes sense.
And then a funny one would be Hurt by Johnny Cash.
Now I don't know that's funny. That song is so sad, and he was actually like on his way out when he performed it. So that one's just sad. But this one,
oh, I got a good one. You don't have to play it, but just the closing time. Yeah,
it's very literal. I like it. Do not go anywhere. We got more Senning Show on the way. We've been kind of tiptoeing around subjects like this. We talked about the coupons on a first date, the dynamics of paying a bill on a first date. Well, now there seem to be some men out there who are trying to figure out right off the get if they got a gold digger on their hands. I don't know if it's right or if it's wrong, but I'll let you know what they're doing next on more Senning Show.
There is no pain you are receiving. A distant shit smoke on the horizon.
Moving should not be stressful, especially when it comes to setting up your Wi-Fi and cable. Spring is sprung, and that means people are going to be moving. A time filled with hours of packing, unpacking, and all that bubble wrap. But for the first thing you got to do, make sure that Wi-Fi is booming with Xfinity, and it's super quick and easy to set up. And then, boom, you're going to be good to go. You'll have your home hooked up with the ultimate Wi-Fi experience faster than it takes to parallel park that big old moving truck you got. Then you'll be back online with the most reliable Wi-Fi Wi-Fi with the best-in-class equipment from Xfinity, so you can kick back, relax, and stream your favorite movies, TV shows, while someone else deals with all the other stuff nobody likes about moving. Because with Xfinity, the only thing you'll have to worry about is remembering where you packed the remote. Make the right and easy move with Xfinity. You can learn more at xfinity.com/move. Restrictions apply. Not available in all areas. Most reliable Wi-Fi claim is based on the Open Signal Awards in the USA Fixed Broadband Experience Report from August 2024. More Senning Show coming up next.
You're listening to Senning Show on 102.5 The Bone. Tell us what you think. Head to the 102.5 The Bone app now and leave us an open mic. The Open Mic on the free 102.5 The Bone app is sponsored by 1-800-ASK-GARY.
At the Original Mattress Factory, we make mattress shopping easy. We offer our lowest and best price to everyone, every day, so you can shop when you're ready. We show you exactly what's inside of our mattresses so you can see and feel the quality for yourself to ensure you're getting the best value. And we offer a no-pressure shopping experience. Our team is here to help you find the best mattress for you. It's that easy. Visit an OMF location today to see the Original Mattress Factory difference for yourself.
The heat is on, and when the heat is on, your AC is on, and when your AC is on, your money is gone. Power companies love it, but Solar Bear says enough is enough. Stop renting your power from the power companies. Go solar now and own your power and get your first 12 months completely free. That's 0 power payments for an entire year. Solar Bear is Florida's local solar expert, not some national chain. With over a decade of experience and thousands of 5-star reviews, they're the name you can trust. Call Solar Bear today or visit solarbear.com and start saving before your next bill shows up.
If you're looking to buy jewelry, you know there's only one place to go, and that is the Gold and Diamond Source. Summer's here, and it's a perfect time to shine with the exquisite June birthstones, which are pearl, alexandrite, and moonstone. Each gemstone carries its own unique significance and style, making them perfect for any summer occasion. And you can celebrate the milestone at the Gold and Diamond Source to the 30th anniversary with a timeless beauty of pearl, the traditional stone for the special occasion. At the Gold and Diamond Source right now, you can enjoy 5 years of interest-free financing. You can own a stunning $5,000 ring and pay only $83 a month with 0 interest over the next 5 years. And if you prefer to shop online, you can go to goldendiamondsource.com and get 15% off the June birthstone, including pearl, alexandrite, and moonstone. The perfect opportunity to add a touch of summer sparkle to your collection. Now is the perfect time to buy because your gold and diamond piece will never lose its value. You can always trade up in the future. So if you're looking for jewelry, bracelets, watches, whatever you need, you get it all in one place, the Gold and Diamond Source. Make this summer unforgettable and visit the Gold and Diamond Source today.
When you enter a place of business, you're owed a legal duty that the place of business is safe for you to shop in. I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. If you suffered an injury at a place of business, our duty is to protect you after that harm. Morgan & Morgan, for the people.com.
Medical malpractice and nursing home abuse cases are difficult and the stories are heartbreaking. At Bernetti PA, we fight to make sure your story is heard loud and clear. We know you may not have been ready. Call 1-800-BERNETTI. We're ready. Offices Tampa, Lakeland, Pinellas.
Market volatility isn't slowing down. If you're nearing retirement, now is not the time to wait and see. Every day of uncertainty can put your future at risk. It's time to diversify. I'm Jeff Jr. with Trajan Wealth, and I want you to know you can create certainty, locking in guaranteed income for life. This means predictable, stable cash flow, even in turbulent times. You've worked too hard to leave your retirement to chance. Right now, there are options to receive up to 30% upfront or annual growth of up to 10% for retirement income. That's up to $30,000 upfront or up to $10,000 per year on $100,000, all guaranteed for retirement income. Don't wait. Call Trajan today at 813-550-1000. That's 813-550-1000.
Annuity guarantees are based on the claims paying ability of the issuing insurance company. Any examples provided are hypothetical. Annuities are issued with prospectus and sales brochures and should be reviewed carefully before funding as features and benefits vary. DBA in most states as Trajan Wealth Insurance Solutions.
Texting enrolls you into recurring automated text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
Hey, Dan, how you doing? Haven't seen you around the gym.
Yeah, I've really fallen off. Since I turned 40, I just don't get the results I used to get.
Could be lower testosterone. I went through it a while back. I got Nugenix Total T, and it's made a huge difference for me.
I've seen that ad on TV. Is it for real?
Oh, yeah. The key ingredient is something called Tesnor, which helps boost free and total testosterone levels to help you trim up and stay lean.
And it's made a difference for you?
Man, I feel like I'm in my 20s again, at work, in the gym, and in the bedroom.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles for people to try it for themselves?
Yeah, you just need to send them a text. Text ENERGY to 42424 right now for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T. Plus, text now and we'll include a bottle of Nugenix Thermo, our most powerful Fed incinerator ever, to help you get back into shape fast, absolutely free. Text ENERGY to 42424. That's ENERGY to 42424.
Products and statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. These products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease or illness.
While retinitis pigmentosa takes Mark's vision, his family gives him hope, whether at the family business or at home with his wife and sons. He knows he's not fighting alone. For 50 years, the Foundation Fighting Blindness has funded research into treatments and cures for blinding retinal diseases, providing hope to people with vision loss. And for Mark, winning the fight means being there for his family. The Foundation Fighting Blindness. Together, we're winning. Help us end blinding diseases at fightingblindness.org.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting great candidates? Well, they're not hard to find when you go to ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. People who are actively looking for jobs like yours. So it's easy to find the right person fast. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
When it really matters, choose Farrah & Farrah. Here for you, here for good. Tampa.
Now, back to Real Raw Radio. Sponsored by Anajar and Levine, Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
And now, back to Senning Show. With your host, John Senning.
I'm a scat man.
This song just makes you feel something. I don't know what it is. Make your plans. Go hang out with JP, Monica, Dizzy. They're going to be at the original Hooters in Clearwater for a liquid lunch this Friday. JP's flying into town, which means it's always going to be a party. I think what is it? Surfside?
Yep.
Dude, I'm a big tea guy. I love the tea drinks, and Surfside is definitely in that conversation. So I hope you'll drink a couple of those for me while you're out there.
Yeah, well, you might show up, right?
I'm gonna pull up probably right at 11 and hang for a little bit. But it's always, dude, you're getting JP in town twice in 2 months. What a
no. June, then July.
That's what I mean. Twice in 2 months.
Sorry, you said it like it was twice. Yeah. I heard
once in June.
That's
once in
my
July.
bad. That's my bad.
It's okay. We're all working through this together. Senning Show. Who's this?
Hey, John.
Hey.
Hey, I was concerned. I've been listening to you since you got with Drew, and I was worried about your ear infection, and that's the only reason I called. I'm over here in Melbourne.
Oh yeah, no, I'm bouncing back. If I was being completely honest, I was hoping that I'd be doing a little better than I am right now, but I'm definitely on the mend. And yes,
it's the worst. It's the worst. Besides tooth pain, Eric, it's the worst thing ever, dude.
Yeah,
it's
especially when you've chosen a career path that directly relates to you needing to hear things and have headphones on all day. It really sucks, but everything's okay. I appreciate you being concerned, buddy. Thank you.
Yeah, I love you. Bye.
I love you too. I felt like he meant it when he said it.
I do.
That was like I love you, like the way your mom says it, not like just love you, man. Like it was like I love you,
embraced.
Yeah, I love you. Like I alluded to, we've been kind of talking about this last week when we had the conversation about coupons, and I think we went down a little bit of a rabbit hole of paying the bill, who pays the bill. When you're on a first date, I am well out of the first date game, but things are absolutely changing. And according to this article, men are finding sneaky ways to determine if a date is a gold digger, and women are learning this the hard way. One woman shared her experience online. The 29-year-old went on a date set up by a mutual friend that she thought the date went well overall. And at the end of the date, when the $100 check came, her date decided to test her to see if she was a gold digger, unbeknownst to her, explaining that she had every intention to split the bill with him. You can imagine how taken aback she was when he handed her the check and asked if she could pay for it. The woman obliged, and as soon as business was taken care of, right after they paid, he got this huge grin on his face and said, "Congratulations, you passed the test.
Oh my God.
You're not a gold digger." I think I'm open to small little ways to try to get a read on the fact or the potential fact that the person you're dating really just wants a free meal and really just wants you for your money. This does not seem like the right path, because it's less about her being a gold digger and it's more about you just coming off like an arrogant prick.
Yes. It's a weird flex to do. Be like, oh, you passed on $100 bill that she didn't have to split it with you. You think that's the sign of she's not a gold digger?
Well, and
she probably had the cash in her pocket. It's not that big of a deal.
I find the most egregious part of it all to then like commend her and congratulate, like somehow she won something. Like you now, we can now further this relationship because you were willing to pay for the bill. It is.
What if she didn't? Do you think he would have just laid into her there? Be like, oh, you women,
failed, bitch.
Yeah, you gold digging bitch.
I don't know. That's actually a
like how many failed before her and then she passed, and that's why he felt the need to congratulate her.
Well, so everyone comes with baggage. This couple wasn't any different, as the guy explained that he had dated someone in the past who expected him to pay for everything. I told him that I'm not his ex, and he has no right to treat me like that. I'm guilty until proven innocent. And then this is the greatest line. I also said he's not some prize that I need to pass a test for. Much of the internet saying kudos for her standing up for herself. Now it is. I understand there are just lines in dating, and there's double standards, specifically in when it comes to men and women in the dating world. It is an interesting phenomenon, I'll say, that there's a courting phase during almost every initial relationship. A lot of times that has to do with going out. Like when you first meet somebody, like it's that fun thing to go out. You go out, you eat a lot of meals, you go ride jet skis, you go play putt-putt golf, you go to the movie, what all these things are. And I do think there is this, and this isn't like poor, pitiful man or anything. I just believe that there is a general belief by some, if not most ladies, that during that period of time, the men will pick up a lot of those tabs.
Yeah. You want to kind of, I guess, show that you're a provider. You got your stuff in order. You could cover some dates without an issue. I'm sure there's times where girls will offer it, but chivalrous thing to do is be like, no, I got this.
Well, and that's the thing too, is it's such a people say that you don't always get the real person when you're first dating someone. Like you are giving them the person you think that they want. You're giving them the best version of yourself.
It's an audition.
It is an audition, and that comes from personality traits to the way that you talk to what you share. But let's just say hypothetically, I'm broke. I'm barely making it. You know what I mean? And I kind of remember being, right out of high school, and even I think when I first moved to Florida, having those types of relationships where you're just meeting a girl, and I was broke. You know what I mean? Like I was working at Ruby Tuesday, and I had a little bit of money. I didn't have a lot of money to waste.
Yeah.
So when it comes to putting on a front, if you are going to go and pay for everything for those first 3 months and it's putting you into the poorhouse and you're breaking the bank, you're not really giving that person a proper representation of your financial situation, because that is going to catch up with you at some point, because there will be other meals. And again, when people ultimately truly connect and they get to know each other, hopefully a lot of that stuff just washes away. But I think you're almost setting unrealistic expectations if you're whining and dining a lady for the first 4 months. And the truth is, you're using credit cards and you're taking out loans and you're barely being able to pay rent because of all those things that you're trying to do for her.
Yeah, that was one of the things I had to worry about when I was hopping in the dating game is like sometimes the girls you would find, they just have expensive tastes, especially knowing that this is the early stages because they're like, well, old boy over here is going to cover the cost. And that's why I was like, do I really want to find girls that just want to do like not just restaurants, but like the highest class restaurants you want to go to? Like we can't start at something like kind of in the middle, like not at Applebee's, higher up than all those things, but I don't want to go to a place where it's like reservations are like almost impossible to get here.
We talked about, and I think the other tie into this is the conversation about the dating profiles and the height restrictions that we touched on, where you can then say, I don't want anybody under this certain height. And I don't know the answer to this. Can you, on certain apps, put in like a salary qualification on an app?
I think there was literally an app that's kind of based around that. Like, go figure, you have to pay to get on it. But that was like where a lot of celebrities.
Is that Raya?
It might be.
I know that there's one called Raya that is pretty much meant for celebrities and like highfalutin people that have tons of money.
I don't think like the basic ones like the Tinders, the Hinge, the Bumbles. I don't think they have salary things that they put in.
Because it's not.
Occupation's obviously in there, so mine would just say like radio guy, and they go, "Oh, he's broke."
He's radio." Yeah, but it's one of those things where I don't think it automatically makes you a gold digger as a lady in your head to go, "I'd like to have a man that makes good money and can provide for me." It sounds like it kind of, but I mean, if given the choice and you know, love exists, you can fall in love with a hobo and next thing you know, you're enjoying eating out of a dumpster or whatever it may be. But I think if you had a lie detector test hooked up to 95% of women and they had the option, do you want somebody that's barely scraping by or somebody that is financially stable? Most are going to hope that they've got a little bit of money. There was a secondary test, if you will, that a woman mentioned online in response to this, saying that when she initially met the guy online, he said he was a carpenter and mentioned he had a low-paying job. And that was a lie. He told her that at the beginning for the same exact reason, to ensure that she wasn't he actually had a lucrative tech job that he'd been building his own company up for many, many years. But he said that he was a carpenter and made little money so that he wouldn't get somebody who just wanted him for his money.
Wasn't that a dating show like Joe Schmo or Joe Millionaire or something like that, where it's like he would pretend to be a low-paid guy, but he was actually a millionaire to make sure no one's after the money? Is that real?
That does something like that. I know either Joe.
Is Joe Millionaire?
Yeah, that you may be right. I don't remember the exact details of the show, but you may be on that one. I don't know which one is worse. Which one is worse, lying about your occupation or handing her the bill when it comes to ways to find out if your first date?
Oh, it's the opposite. It's they made the women think he was some millionaire when you turn out, he's just a construction guy.
Oh, damn. That's
funny.
rough.
That's great TV.
That is, but that's a little bit more, that would hurt. And I bet you a lot of these bitches are like, no.
Yeah, I'm not doing this.
He's nice, but that's not what I signed up for.
So I think I mentioned this maybe to you. I for sure mentioned it way back on Roger GP when I was dating. But I had went to a nice restaurant, and when we were leaving, the girl asked, "Can we get something for our kids?" Did I tell you that?
Oh, yeah.
And then I was like,
thing.
no. I'm like, I'm not doing that. But that's like a bold move to do.
Dude, crazy. Yeah. I mean, crazy. On a first date to be like, hey, can you? But
the kid I never met. And then my best friend, that's a girl, she told me, she's like, a lot of girls do that. And it's usually for like their homegirl.
Or the dude.
Or the dude that she's effing,
and everybody has different things that they're looking for. Like some people are out there looking for a family, looking for somebody who's got kids where they can step in and be daddy and do things like that. So there are those men out there who probably go, absolutely, baby. Let me go ahead and get whatever you want. And, get it sent over right away.
Yeah, even if Nicole asked me on the first day, I go, F those kids, get the McDonald's. What are you talking about?
Do not go anywhere. When we come back, it's time for John's Joints. Drew Garabo is going to join us. I got lots of interesting stuff to fire up today. One of the biggest cases of false accusations against an athlete finally coming to fruition on the punishment for this woman. We'll touch on that. Big boys trying to go down the slide at Disney. And I will also ask the question, are cuts to the government going to negatively affect the capability to forecast hurricanes this season. Some are saying so. We'll dig into that and a bunch more coming up next with Drew Garabo and John's Joints. You got leaky pipes, cold showers. Well, that's no problem. Hawkins Service Co. has plumbing deals that'll make your wallet smile. Right now, you can get $250 off when you install a tank or tankless water heater, $100 off a water conditioning system, and they're waiving the service fee with any plumbing repair. If you need more, how about $49 drain cleaning or $500 off a whole home repipe. But hurry, because these deals will be flushed away after June 30th. They handle it all with Hawkins. You can do plumbing, AC, HVAC, even pool repair. Check them out online at hawkinsserviceco.com or give them a call, 813-445-8209. Hawkins, one call, handles it all.
Song is meant to keep you from doing what you're supposed to. Waking up too early, maybe we could sleep.
You're listening to Senning Show on 102.5 The Bone. Let's have some summer fun in the summer sun, Bone fam. It's the Neutral Summer of Music. Presented by Neutral. Win tickets to some of the summer's biggest shows like Thomas Rhett, Katy Perry, Jason Aldean, and more. Plus, score Neutral summer gear, including hats and coolers. Scan the QR code at participating Florida Circle K's, Miller's Ale House, or at the Blind Goat in Tampa to enter. Neutral. Keep it tasty. Visit theboneonline.com for more details.
Hurt in a slip and fall? Take back control of your life. Call Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
At Brandon Honda, we have lenders for every credit situation. Good credit, bad credit, no problem. Hi, I'm Sam Robbie. Right now at Brandon Honda, get zero down deals on any new vehicle in stock. Plus, make no payments for 90 days, and we'll pay off your trade no matter how much you owe. We have over 600 vehicles to choose from and over 50 lenders, all competing to get you the best deal possible. Get your guaranteed credit approval at BrandonHonda.com.
Call 813-280-0850 for more information.
It's IDC's most anticipated event of the year. 0% financing for 5 years. That's right. High interest rates have been put on hold at International Diamond Center. Now through June, you can make any purchase and spread your payments out to 2030 without paying a dime in interest. Engagement rings, wedding bands, eternity bands, earrings, pendants, and our largest selection ever of certified hand-picked diamonds and exclusive designer fashion jewelry. Pick any item, celebrate your love, get the value price you deserve, then spread your payments over 5 years. That $6,000 pair of diamond earrings is just $100 a month. That $12,000 engagement ring is just $200 a month. Everything's affordable with this amazing offer. 0 interest all the way to 2030. There's just one catch. This is a limited time offer just for the month of June. So don't wait. Let IDC help you get the jewelry you've been dreaming of at a price and payment you didn't think was possible anymore. International Diamond Center in Tampa, Clearwater, Lakeland, and Sarasota. Excludes Rolex. Details and more at shopidc.com on approved credit.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. If you've been injured in a car accident, call America's largest injury law firm. For over 35 years, my mission has been to deliver more for our clients, to deliver more for you. If you or anyone in your family has been injured in a car accident, call us now, as the time to file a claim may be limited. Last year, more clients hired Morgan & Morgan than ever before, protecting America, fighting for you. Morgan & Morgan. Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Mike Calter for my friends at Lifeguard Imaging. Believe it or not, Father's Day is right around the corner. And fellas, if you're tired of getting socks, ties, or yet another dozen golf balls, listen up. This year, ask for something that actually matters, the gift of a long, healthy life. Lifeguard Imaging is making that easy with their biggest offer ever for Bone listeners. When you sign up for their legacy program, you get a second membership, perfect for your spouse, a friend, or anyone you care about, for 50% off. Everybody wins with an offer like this. The Legacy program gives you early scans that can detect heart disease, cancer, and other silent killers early, giving you time to take action and do something about it. Take the guesswork out of your health. Be proactive versus reactive with what's going on inside your body. Here's a scary stat. In 30% of all heart attacks, the first symptom is sudden death. But it doesn't have to be that way. Lifeguard Imaging uses high-accuracy CT scans to spot trouble before it starts or it's too late. This deal ends Father's Day, so don't wait. Go to lifeguardimaging.com and sign up today. It could save your life or someone you love. LifeGuard Imaging, saving lives through early detection.
At Bernetti PA, our team will tell you that our number one priority is striving for the best customer service in the industry. I'm honored by the number of referrals we get from our current and past clients. They trust us. Why shouldn't you? Call 1-800-BERNETTI. We're ready. Offices Tampa, Lakeland, Pinellas.
John Senning here for the National Aviation Academy. Are you sick and tired of working from home? Are you in a career that is boring you? Well, how about entering the world of aviation maintenance and being trained where you're getting your hands dirty on engines of jets and planes, things you could never fathom? Well, that's what happens at the NAA here in beautiful Clearwater. They're going to have you trained in just a few months and entering the workforce before you know it. The next class starts July 9th, so make that decision today and visit them at naa.edu.
Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Price varies based on product and subscription plan.
Hey guys, let's talk ED because millions of men experience it, but not everyone can access or afford treatments like Viagra. Well, HIMS can help. Through HIMS.com, you can get a full range of treatment options for ED, including daily or as-needed meds through a 100% online process. It all starts with an online intake form. Get started at HIMS.com/radio, and from there, a medical provider licensed in your state will determine if ED treatment is right for you. If prescribed, your medication is shipped to you for free. Find the ED treatment that fits your needs with options up to 95% less than the brand names. Millions of men experience ED, but HIMS can help. To start your free online visit and save up to 95%, go to HIMS.com/radio. That's HIMS.com/radio for your free online visit. HIMS.com/RADIO.
Time marches on, and a lot has changed. But one thing has not changed. Washington regulations on local stations. Regulations that make it tough for local TV and radio stations to compete with global big tech platforms. If you want to keep local news, weather, and live sports on TV and radio, we need updated regulations. Tell Washington to modernize the rules to help local stations compete. Learn more at nab.org/modernize the rules. This message furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters.
This hour of Senning Show is brought to you by Hawkins Service Co. One call handles it all.
1025 The Bone. Real Raw Radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. And 1073 WXGL HD2 St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio. And now, back to Senning Show. It's time for John's Choice with your host, John Senning.
Welcome back to Senning Show. I was holding this one in the back pocket because I knew it was a potential bleed-out song for Drew and I. Fade Away by Revolution. I mean, it's...
When all of this is said and done, you will be alone, 'cause I know this won't last forever. Here's a toast to your unknown.
This is when Diz asked you, I was worried you were going to mention it right before we came back, but I was able to pull off the coup. This would be a good one.
Man, that takes me. There are certain things that take me right back to when I re-entered life, and man, this is one of them, John.
I'm glad I didn't make fun of it.
Yeah.
Thank you. What a pussy ass.
Yeah, look at you gay guys.
Who's going to die to this? A punchbacker.
Well, that was the thing. It was just you got in quick enough. We got in quick enough with the heartfelt notes before you could make fun of it.
Yeah.
Waking up to your eye. I don't have an answer.
Shout out to my man Donnie. R.I.P. Baylor is brave.
Yeah, Donnie Miggs.
Not him.
Dude, I'm sitting here, dude. So we're playing these songs today, these bleed out songs, and unironically, Diz is like, dude, I got a good one. I just sent it to you. Got a Don Miggs whole damn mess simp over here. He sent me a whole damn mess song, unironically, not as a joke, not as a thing, like as a track he likes.
Yeah.
There's only one Bone personality who should embrace Don Miggs and A Beautiful Mess. That's Mo, because he directed their damn videos.
Yeah.
That was kind of what I told him. He was supposed to direct that one with Spike, and they saw the rough copy. They're like, we're going to go with someone else.
Oh, dude, was that the one where Spike had done a version of it?
Yeah, it's like in the backyard. And stuff,
the worst.
Is that the one where they got that chick that used to work here that moved to California and she was like in a bikini?
Haley J, right?
Yeah. Is that the same?
No.
We're talking about the same one?
Oh.
No.
Because there was that one as well.
Yeah, she had boogers showing in it.
Oh, did she?
Oh.
Yeah, you guys didn't know about
dude,
Nobody did the Batcave check?
Well, because this was way back when this was the first show I did with Mo and them. It was when it was him and Gio. And Gio was like, yeah, but she got boogers in her nose. I go, what?
Dude, if they ever
freeze it at this frame, you see boogers all in her nose.
If they ever need somebody to do a behind the music on the whole damn mess, Diz, I did not know that you were going to be on standby with so many fun facts of the whole damn mess saga. This is John's Joints. We fire up the news of the day with Drew Garabo, brought to you by Bubble Down Car Wash, the damn fine car wash. The long wash tunnels, not just for fun, not just for the great ride, for a cleaner car, which who doesn't love a clean car? Here in the state of Florida, if you've noticed, the rain showers are back. There's pollen. There's about to be Saharan dust. I saw this morning they were calling it be on the lookout for dirty rain. When the rain falls through the dust, it will just be mud falling from the sky. Ew. What a reason to get an unlimited membership plan with locations in Tampa, Brandon, Riverview, Wesley Chapel, and Palm Harbor. They've got those spacious vacuums, amazing staff. Get in there today. You will have the cleanest car in town every time you bull down. Drew, you and I had a lovely morning today at Wind Derby over here on Gandy Boulevard.
Yeah.
And I think we kind of decided we were at liberty to talk about this and that they want people to talk about it. Obviously, we tell you every afternoon about the table games and how you can go in there, win tons of money. They have the new murals up on the wall that teach you all about Ultimate Texas Hold'em. We filmed some videos about the murals and stuff. But very interesting conversations afoot about that becoming a real venue where concerts will be.
Yeah, I really was stricken with the conversation we had with the owners about their objective, and that's to start hosting some really cool events there in addition to the awesome table games.
Well, the thing is that area out back, I mean, if you've ever been there back in the day when they were doing other stuff there, you know there's just this huge, lush greenery out back. And still, when you walk in, you look at it and you're like, damn, it's like a beautiful garden-esque area with a pond out there. And I don't know how long that is gonna be there. But we have, ironically, been having conversations as of late about maybe the lack of certain venues in certain areas. So I'm making it my life's work right now to see if we can, and no offense, I'm sorry if the England brothers are listening, to get these shows moved from England Brothers Park to Wind Derby. I think that we start today. I don't know if it's too late, but we're trying to get the Dirty Heads show moved to Wind Derby rather than England Brothers Park. So this is the first foot forward, and I'd love to see it.
Yeah, the second step is putting pressure on the Duderman boys to cancel their contract with, again, no respect to Jim and Joe England. I'm sure you brothers do a wonderful job out there, but there's no shade there, and it's a miserable experience.
Diz is thinking, damn, I was going to be able to walk to these shows, and now they're trying to move them across town. I just love venues, and I think the more venues and options you have, and I remember reading an article a few weeks ago about how the new ownership wanted to do more, and they want to try and utilize that space in different ways, and to hear that it is a reality, and maybe you'll even be hearing about some stuff sooner than later. If you have not checked this place out, it is a really damn cool spot, and every time we go in there, it's great to see the vibrant vibes going on. Today we were there on a Wednesday at 11:30.
Yeah, 11:30 on a Wednesday. You wouldn't think there'd be a good crowd of people. They were playing poker, pie gow, everything. My buddy T.L. Jenkins, who's playing Saturday night at Floridian Social Club, told me that Third Eye Blind played at Wind Derby.
Really?
Yeah, many years ago.
That's the thing is because there still is the infrastructure of the bleachers that were there from whatever else they used to do there back in the day. So I was envisioning it today, like what would be the best way? Do you put it right on the concrete? And trust me, people who know will know. And then have people sit in the bleachers, or do you move it so you're all out on the greenery area? I had this. I was just throwing stuff at our buddy Dan a couple weeks ago because he was like, "What do you anything you can think about this space?" I said, "What about for a NASCAR, like a big NASCAR night race?
Nice.
You do like a picnic style. So everybody encourage people to bring their own blankets, and everybody crashes out on the grass, and you get it on the big screen."
Love that.
I think it's an amazing space that we are going to be here to champion, and hopefully sooner than later we'll be able to bring you news about big events and concerts and God knows what going on at Win Derby.
Yeah, and happy early anniversary to Dan Connolly for the 14-year anniversary of the greatest emotional torture that anyone has ever perpetrated upon me.
Oh,
it
dude,
was done by Dan.
I know that I know, but I don't remember.
It was at Derby Lane.
Oh, yeah. What did he do to you?
That's so funny. It was at Win Derby.
Yeah.
They had not yet made the all-staff announcement that I was joining 97X host of the Morning X. They brought me in to Win Derby, brought the entire sales staff, marketing, everybody. They had me speak about how excited I was to return to radio, and salespeople could ask me questions. Great. Had an awesome 45-minute Q&A. We go to the buffet to get some food. Everybody's being so nice.
And what is Dan's role at this point?
He's the same role, like promotions guy, and he walks over to me. I'm getting food, and he goes, hey, just wanted to say, I don't see this working out, but good luck, I guess.
Oh.
And walks away.
Dude, he is probably the most sneaky, funny person who works here.
Oh, my God,
because
dude.
he's not just oozing with it all of the time.
No.
But there is a jokester inside that man, and I wouldn't have until recently thought that he was joking. Did you definitely verify that he was at some point?
Well, yeah. After he did it, he walked away, and I was just, I'm like, what just happened? And Shark wasn't in on it, so he didn't know. And then I see Fisher like laughing with him, and Fisher gave him $100.
Oh, damn!
Yeah. And then Fisher was like, "I gave him $100 to do that."
Oh, that's easy money.
Yeah.
That's easy money right there.
They got me too. I mean, good Lord! Thank God, 14 years later, it did work.
Yeah,
out.
it did. Look at this.
In your face, Connolly.
All these.
We're still working together.
In your face. I see what you did.
Oh,
that's good. That was really good. I threw this at Diz earlier, and I don't know if anybody else was fascinated by it. You're more of a book smarts guy, so you may have a grasp on this.
Thanks, man.
But
I threw it to this idiot, but you're kind of intelligent.
I say
Go ahead.
that. I think you and I are very similar in that way. I was lumping myself in with you.
We're two idiots, yeah.
I mean, yes.
Sorry, you were talking to Mensa Drew. Go ahead.
I mean, I'd love to be able to defend what you're saying, but yes, that's what I meant. We are idiots, and Drew is smarter.
No, that's not true.
That is what I mean.
I'm an
idiot. He had encyclopedias.
I didn't.
He went to college.
I didn't.
I went to college.
I went to some college.
didn't
All right, so
succeed.
what do you plebeians need?
Okay, so I don't know if this is going to mean anything to you, so you tell me to suck it. A million. You wouldn't hear any of this earlier,
No.
did you? A million seconds ago
Okay.
was May 23rd. And this may be off by a day, maybe come out yesterday.
Okay.
So just roughly.
Yep.
How long ago do you think a billion seconds ago was?
Okay, so a million.
I would prefer if you didn't try to do the math.
Oh,
if you
all
just
right.
what made
Just
sense to you.
spitballed it.
Yeah,
All right, let's
use your
see.
Mensa brain.
Yeah.
Was May 23rd. A billion, January 1st.
Okay, so I'm smarter than Drew. That's what I'm hearing.
Well, I'm not ready to
If
say
we're
that.
going by this
1842.
question,
No, a billion seconds ago was 1993.
I know, blew my mind.
By the way, this has been fully verified.
Blew my dumb mind.
Repeatedly verified. So it's not up. So here's where it gets real crazy. And just
Okay.
say the first thing that comes to mind, and
All
maybe
right.
I've led you this way.
Yeah.
A trillion seconds ago was when?
Oh, man. So, 1945.
A trillion seconds ago was 30,000 BC.
What? That's...
Dude, I read it. I didn't believe it. I didn't think it was possible. I woke Danielle up, told her.
What a lucky lady.
She didn't care. I then started going through all of these things, trying to figure out if it was real. I put it into Chat GPT. I put it into Grok. I found this little calendar about seconds. It is 100% factual. A trillion seconds ago was 30,000 BC.
Let me think about this for a second. So, a million, that's 6 zeros.
Okay.
A billion is a million millions. Right?
Is that true?
Because 100,000 million.
My point is proven just based on the way that we had the conversation and the way that Drew is approaching it.
Yeah.
He's mentioning zeros and numbers.
Yeah,
and I'm
yeah.
just like, oh, damn, dinosaurs.
So a billion is a million. Because 100,000 million, 1 million and 100,000.
You nailed it.
So trillion.
Did he though? Because you don't even know if that's true.
No, I
million,
don't.
He's just
million.
saying it so
He's just saying numbers and saying things.
Man, the gap between May and then 1990 something and then 30,000, that just doesn't seem like it would add up.
Yeah, I said COVID for the first one, and then I think I said like maybe before George Washington.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, and the thing is that this post and these numbers were given to shine light on the national debt because it's going up by so many trillions. So that this person was trying to prove how much a trillion is and that the average person does not grasp how big the gap is between a million, a billion, and specifically a trillion, which I can say after reading that did not fully grasp how much a trillion really was.
So we don't have a trillionaire on Earth right now, right?
No.
I know we have many billionaires,
No,
right? But there's no trillionaire.
What was it? Diz looked it up. There was
3 are on their way to a trillion, and maybe in
Bezos?
the next decade they'll make it. Bezos is one. Who do you think were the other 2?
Bezos, Rupert Murdoch?
No, they're both like American people. Not American. Zuckerberg and Musk.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
And Musk.
Yeah.
Dude, to think about that and then think about the fact that it's even humanly possible that a person could have $1 trillion, that's insane.
I saw something on Instagram the other day about the billionaires in the Tampa Bay area. There are
was that the listing of
Yeah.
them? Yeah, that
the
guy.
Ashley Furniture dude?
Yeah, that guy is and the guy that made the video, he's doing that like he did one for Sarasota and he's done one for like all these different areas in Florida, like listing their five billionaires.
I mean, Ashley Furniture, you can make $1 billion.
I will say, when we got our first apartment, fully decked out from Ashley Furniture.
There you go.
Part of my, I think I'm still paying it off, actually. So they're still getting my money all these years later.
I'm more of a bad cock guy.
I know you are. You really are.
I love bad cock furniture.
Who doesn't? Just because we touched on his name and there's not too much to say about it, I had been hedging my bets that the full-blown rift between Elon Musk and Donald Trump was coming sooner than later. The man, he sat in the Oval Office. He played nice. Everything seemed like it was going to be okay. I had these people hitting me up saying I was a conspiracy theorist because I said that there was a problem between Elon and Trump, and maybe there might not be, but Elon held nothing back when he went to X yesterday to blast Donald Trump's big, beautiful bill, calling it a disgusting pork-filled abomination. This massive, outrageous, pork-filled congressional spending bill is a disgusting abomination. Shame on those who voted for it. You know who you did wrong. You know it. And surprisingly, I don't think we've heard a straight-up quote from Donnie yet because he's out there making backroom deals trying to sell this to everybody while his number one first buddy in charge is openly bashing it. And now there's a lot of people who kind of are being swayed a little bit. And I think that this is going to be a more of pick your fighter, pick your side type thing because, I mean, it's not super Republican to spend a bunch of money in nature. I think those days are gone, but it used to be like that would have been the closer element to a libertarian, less money, less government spending. And clearly with this bill, that's not the case.
My dad regularly called my mom's dinner offering a pork-filled abomination, and they're still happily married after all these years.
That is true. Maybe it could.
Say it with love.
It could work. It could still work. The amount of people, and it is a little bit of a mind F in the comments. And what else do you say? They just go, you did this. This is your fault. You gave this guy $300 million plus to get elected. So it's surprising. Maybe he got, hoodwinked or whatever, and he didn't know what was really coming. But how can you be so in the inner circle, spend so much of your money to help the guy get elected and not know what his biggest plan was, which was to get this bill passed immediately? And I'm not somebody who's going to claim to know. These bills are a mess. They're so full of garbage that I think pretending that you know everything about it would be a lie. But I know they spend a bunch of money. And the other thing people are talking about is the fact that states cannot regulate AI. It is now all AI will be singularly handled and regulated by a federal entity.
Dude, this stuff's getting scary.
It is. It's an interesting time to say the least.
Like you can't believe you talk about it all the time in your show, and I love when you do. You literally cannot believe anything that you read just because you read it or see it anymore. They can create a video to make you believe something happened that didn't.
Dude, I saw the funniest new prank that they're doing. The big craze on like online pranks now is stuff in stores, like where they go in and they'll like be one guy will be screaming, and then the employees will come and go, "We know it's you," and then when they get the guy, the scream will come from somewhere else, and then he'll be like, "You need to apologize to me because it wasn't me, but it really was." Just these jokes, and then people that go dressed into Walmart like they work there. Well, the newest one is they'll get a picture of somebody. This seems highly illegal. They'll get a picture of somebody while they're shopping, and then they'll put it into an AI program. And like the one that I saw this morning was like an old guy who was just shopping in the auto parts department, and the kid took his picture and then he put it into an AI program, and in the video, so he makes a video out of it. So the guy, he's walking down the aisle of the store in the video that the guy just created on a moment's notice, and he starts taking his clothes off, and he's like taking his man boobs and like pushing them together. So the guy goes up to him and he goes, "Oh my God, you're the guy from that video online." And then he shows him the AI video of him like taking his shirt off and doing all this weird stuff, and he's like, "No, that's not me. That's not." He's like, "Dude, what do you mean it's not you? I'm looking right at it. It's
You're
right
wearing
here."
the same stuff. Yeah.
He goes, exactly. He goes, "You're wearing the same outfit." And just another example of the tip of the iceberg when it comes to AI. I think right now we're kind of still in the fun phase. Like it's ChatGPT's fun and cool, and these things where you can make videos that look like somebody else is saying something. People don't know. They just don't know, and so many don't care. I saw a video yesterday that was of it was Donald Trump. It was very well done, and it looked like he was talking about that lab. We've talked about that lab that's trying to bring the woolly mammoths back, and they brought something else back. So he's like holding what sounds like a legitimate speech, and he names them by name, Colossal Labs. He goes, "They're bringing back the woolly mammoth." He goes, "And I'm in talks with them to bring back the Velociraptor because I want the Velociraptors on the border." And legit, unless they're bots or they're fake, there are people like, "He's taking it too far. This man is mentally unstable." And those things may be true. But to think that we're living in a world where he's trying to bring back dinosaurs to patrol the border, like that's where we are. And is the sun real? I don't know.
You know the old saying, John, it's all fun and games until Skynet gets activated.
Dude,
once it goes live.
Yeah, that's Minority Report.
Nope.
I need your clothes, your boots, and your motorcycle.
Jingle All the Way.
Yeah, I'm surprised you got it.
I'll be Beethoven.
Lies.
I'll be Bach.
Terrible Lies.
I'll be Handel. T2.
Oh, yeah, T2. Yeah, T2.
True Lies too.
T2. Did you see that video going around of Arnold talking about watching his son's scenes in White Lotus?
I saw your wee.
He's like, I saw his wee come out.
Is that real?
It was like, first I see the booty. Yeah. He's like, first I see the booty, and then I see his wee come out, and I just didn't know what to think.
How could you do that to your brother?
Yeah, exactly. I was gonna say I was be more concerned with the fact that he was getting an HJ from his little brother, but that was you watched all that?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
What a scene.
What a thing.
That made me feel really uneasy.
It should.
Like,
yeah.
yo,
Man,
someone wrote this, and another guy went, "All right, let's direct it. Let's get to it."
And then that Mike White guy is on the new season of Survivor, right?
Oh, yeah. Is that
the creator of White Lotus?
Be the 50th one?
Yes.
Yeah, he's an interesting dude. Everything I hear about him, I think that guy likes to party, and I think a lot of those. It was a story we did that came to him. Wasn't it the White Lotus?
The whole thing.
He was he tripping or was he dying?
It was either ketamine or death or psilocybin.
What, the guy who made it?
Yeah,
yeah.
Mike
He
White.
said he came up with the whole thing while he was
vacationing, and he was just high as hell.
No, I think he was under the influence of something.
Oh, yeah. Mike White hallucinated the plot of White Lotus. Became ill. During a trip to Thailand, he became ill and was in the hospital for an extended period of time where he said he hallucinated the entire plot of White Lotus Season 3.
Yeah, and then there's these brothers, right? And they get in a sex scene, right? And
then Sam Rockwell is going to have the most disturbing monologue ever.
God.
Dude,
that was so great.
I would love to know if that scene came to him in his trip. Like that, like verbatim, word for word. If that came to him in the vision.
Didn't and I don't know if this is just a rumor, but Sam Rockwell's wife or girlfriend is in the cast, and he insisted on like being around the set, and they're saying that Mike White like wrote that scene to like punish him for like hanging out too much.
She's the one of the girls from the group of girls, the blonde.
The trio?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
Rockwell's wife.
Yeah.
And then they're also best buddies with
Goggins.
With Goggins. Very.
Oh, okay.
incestuous.
I know she's
very incestuous world of the White Lotus. By the way, this is just a note. We don't have to get too into it. It's currently still the #1 show on Netflix. If you're thinking about watching the show Sirens, I physically stood up in my house last night and wanted to break something. The worst ending of a television show ever known to man. Kevin Bacon. I may never be able to watch another Kevin Bacon show ever because of how terrible the ending of the show Sirens was, and how it's maintaining the number 1 and 2 spot on Netflix is beyond me.
By the way, speaking of things you hate, my friend Anastasia texted me today. She's a big rehearsal fan. I turned on rehearsal. She texted me. She goes, "We are 2 episodes into The Curse, and I hate Nathan Fielder."
Oh, dude, it's got to be.
You told me I would.
Oh, yeah.
You didn't start it yet, did you?
No, I refuse to right now because I feel like exactly what you said. I'm going to hate him.
But the thing is, there's something to feel in something. And it's not very often that a show makes you feel.
He's right.
It
evokes emotion.
I will tell you, not anywhere in the same stratosphere of what I'm talking about with Sirens, because that was just so bizarre. But to be able to elicit just this, like almost looking up at the sky, looking at yourself in the mirror, wondering, what just happened? What did I just watch? What am I supposed to be thinking? What am I like? There is something to be said for creating that range of emotions.
He's right. A truly terrible show, you would watch one episode and go, well,
yeah, you're done.
I don't need to watch that. You can't stop watching The Curse, and whether it's because you can't wait to figure out what it means, you can't wait for something to actually happen, I don't know, but you can't stop watching it. And when you're done, you will hate Nathan Fielder and that other douche.
Sirens, you said was
the creator.
Oh, Safey or whatever. Yeah.
Sirens, you said was in like the spotlight of like whatever Netflix or whatever.
Yeah, it's like the number 1 show right now.
Do you think it's kind of like on a dating app where you could pay to have your profile spotlighted? That these shows are like, we're gonna pay Netflix an extra $100,000 to put us in the top recommended because we want people to think everyone's watching.
It's very funny that you asked that because I was pondering that last night because like the number 1 movie right now on Netflix, I was looking at it a different way where I wondered if those rankings are compiled from across the world or just the United States, because the number 1 movie right now is something called on Netflix is called, I think, The Widow or The Widowmaker, The Widower or something, and it's all subtitles. It's all dubbed over. So I just said, are that many people in America like just totally down with watching subtitled stuff? So I don't know where it comes from. I don't know if they're paying for those or not, but I would imagine you're automatically getting exponentially more clicks if you are in that top 10.
For sure.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah, it's but Sirens makes me so mad.
By the way, before we move off White Lotus, Parker Posey is on the new episode of Smartless, the one with Jason Bateman. And
what is that? Oh, that's the podcast.
Podcast, yeah, and she is amazing, dude.
Dude, it's funny you bring that up too. All these weird little things I was talking about last night. We were trying to find a truly comprehensive list of the most popular podcast in America last night.
Yeah,
and on a couple of, it's hard to find because there's not a true ranking or rating system, but on a lot of those lists, Smartless was number 1, which I know it existed. I just didn't know. I didn't know if it was that popular.
They get A-list guests. They're very entertaining. I think they're in separate rooms and or separate houses even. And the chemistry between Bateman, Will Arnett, and whoever that third dude is, I can never remember his name, and I don't know
what's the name of the podcast again?
Smartless. I haven't seen him in anything. They know him real well.
Oh, that's the guy from
Will and Grace.
Oh yeah.
That makes sense. He's
gay.
Yeah,
he's blind. he's a Will Arnett, Jason Bateman, Sean Hayes.
Sean, that's him. Yeah.
The reason I was looking that up, and it might be interesting to you guys, is we love every week we watch Bad Friends, which is Bobby Lee and Andrew Santino, and this week just an insane 2 guests together, Shia LaBeouf and David Mamet. Who
playwright.
Dude, who like did The Untouchables and has done all of these, who is now, they're fully entrenched with each other. Him and Shia LaBeouf, it's kind of a bizarre watch because David Mamet seems completely infatuated with Shia LaBeouf. And Shia LaBeouf, I don't know if this was a joke, but it didn't seem like it. He said his plan is to not work on any other project for the rest of his life unless they are David Mamet written plays or movies. So they're trying to totally circumvent streaming and the theaters. So they have a movie that is out that is only being hosted on a website. You can't get it anywhere currently, and it's Henry Johnson, and you can only get it on the website. And that was like their whole thing. And
that's intriguing.
Hearing like those super deep Hollywood people talk is just they're on another wavelength.
Mamet's a very interesting dude. I did not know he did the Untouchables.
Dude, yeah, he did the Untouchables. I was looking through his whole list, and he's got a lot of nothingness in there. But he's got the Untouchables. There was another one that I really, really loved. Oh, The Edge from 1997 with Hopkins and Baldwin when they were I think the plane crashes and they're being followed by a giant grizzly bear the whole time.
Oh no!
Oh yeah, that
doesn't sound like a David Mamet production.
It doesn't, and it was surprised that it was on. He did Hannibal. He wrote Hannibal.
Did not know that.
So, he's like the man. He did Glengarry Glen Ross. So, I mean, he is like at the top of that genre, and just very interesting to hear him in that setting with those jokesters.
Shy is sure interesting too.
Dude, that's the thing too. I went down that rabbit hole because I find him to be fascinating.
Oh,
I like a lot of stuff that he does. Obviously, Peanut Butter Falcon.
I had that up because I thought you guys would have seen that, and I heard.
We had the creators in the studio.
Oh, dude.
Oh, you did?
We did the screening.
It is an amazing movie. Like one of the best.
Beautiful.
One of the best movies.
Yellow Wolf's in it.
He also did another bizarre movie that we really liked
Honey
a few
Boy?
years back. No, not Honey Boy. American Honey. That is a story of these just delinquent crackhead kids that are a part of a traveling door-to-door salesman group, and he's in it. It's very, very weird. But so I'm just intrigued by the conversation. I'm reading the comments, and all of these people are like, "How could you have this scumbag on your show?" And then so I started going down the rabbit hole of all of the things he was accused of. So he has a girlfriend who pretty much accused him of sexual assault.
Shia LaBeouf?
Yeah, and the big thing that she accused him of, or at least brought to everybody's attention, was he told her that when he would get really stressed out about a role, he would go and kill stray dogs.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
That's problematic.
Yeah, so again, is it true? I'm not really sure, but the man does have he's got a bit of a wake of cancellation in his life.
Man, remember those little frustration pencils that you'd have where you go like that and the troll's hair goes like, ah.
Oh yeah. Whatever happened to those?
I don't know. But then you got like the little Play-Doh also that you like squeeze. Like that's much more productive than killing a stray dog.
I gotta say, if you take nothing away from today's show, maybe get one of those trolls that has the hair and the little blow up tummy, or even a little fidget spinner or something, before you feel like going and killing stray dogs is a good way to prepare for anything you got going on in your life.
By the way, fidget, objectionable term for a homosexual little person.
More, but we didn't really get to many joints, but I've got some joints ready to fire up when we come back. I do have the
little queer,
the fat man on the slide at Disney, and also a payday for the victim of some false accusations in the sports world. We'll touch on those things and a bit more as we make way for Drew Garabo Live at 4 o'clock. Headed your way with Jacob's Jukebox Jeopardy. Am I okay to say your next opportunity to win Metallica tickets for Sunday night? But before we do that, we'd love to tell you about a great event that is coming up. The first annual Budweiser Folds of Honor Charity Golf Classic. Get ready for an unforgettable day on the greens. The first annual Budweiser Folds of Honor Charity Golf Classic. This is a charity venture that I've heard so many great things about over the years. It's happening Friday, June 28th at the legendary Chi-Chi Rodriguez Golf Club. You can enjoy a full day of golf, ice-cold Budweiser, giveaways, and much more.
I like a golf course and tournament that will feed you, and every golfer in this Folds of Honor Charity Golf Classic from Budweiser is not just going to get lunch from Abe's place. You'll get dinner from Fresh Kitchen and complimentary beverages all day, a live auction, a jaw-dropping parachute jump by the SEAL team. Go to budgolfclassic.com. Play for a cause. Swing for a hero. I can't wait for this. I'll see you there Friday, June 28th at the legendary Chi-Chi Rodriguez Golf Club, budgolfclassic.com.
budgolfclassic.com. Sign up now, would you? More John's Joints on the way.
You're listening to Senning Show on 102.5 The Bone. NASCAR lives right here on 102.5 The Bone. Sponsored by Jerry Ohm.
This week, the Firekeepers Casino 400 at Michigan International Speedway. Coverage starts at 1 with the race starting at 2.
Race days Sundays, where NASCAR lives in Tampa Bay. Right here on 102.5 The Bone. Sponsored by Jerry Ohm Jeep Ram. #1 in the country. Now, a traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
Rainy conditions, so expect slowdowns, particularly headed into Tampa on 275 north, exit 39 up the Howard Franklin, already backed up itself. 275 south at the I-4 interchange, stop and go as well to Flora, Nebraska. Northbound 275 traffic also backed up due to an earlier accident with right lane blockage approaching Hillsborough Avenue. Traffic is moving fairly steadily, not quite slow to a crawl. 41 head road work northbound into Apollo Beach that looks to have been cleared now. 75 north not as congested as yesterday around this time, but some bumper activity back to Paseo El Mar. An earlier crash, meanwhile, in Pinellas. Moderate backup. Tyrone Boulevard southbound at 9th Avenue. Stop and go to 11th. Northbound traffic affected just a bit. This is Eric in the Farah Traffic Center.
For decades, Camtech School of Construction has been the leader in preparing thousands of people to advance their career as a licensed contractor. Join Camtech's free info seminar tonight, 7 p.m. Tampa AC Hotel by Marriott, 4020 West Boy Scout Boulevard, 1-800-875-PASS. CamtechSchool.com.
Tight on cash, say less. McDonald's under $4 McValue menu comes through. Indulging your sweet tooth or craving something savory? Tired of the same old, same old? Pick from your favorites like a creamy vanilla cone for $1.50 or a small frappe like rich caramel or chocolatey mocha for just $3.50. Quick snack breaks to late night cravings and everything in between. Mickey D's comes through. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Prices and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal.
It doesn't matter where in the world you are, when you eat McDonald's fries, you're home. Day or night, rain, shine, good day or bad, there's something about golden, crispy, medium fries that feels like everything is going to be okay. And now I can get them for free when I spend $1 on any order in the McDonald's app. A deal so good, might as well pair with a classic quarter pounder with cheese or the iconic Big Mac. Get a little taste of home with Mickey D's. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Offer valid through 7/31/25 at participating McDonald's. Valid once a week. Must opt into rewards. Excludes tax.
One of the things with running is I want to enjoy the run, but I never made it very far because the arches in my feet just killed me. So when I got to the end of my rope and I said I have to do something to get rid of the pain, and a couple people recommended the Good Feet store to me. I loved how I could go in and get a free personalized arch support fitting. They put that time, that work, that effort into helping you find the right arch supports. And you can walk around the store with these in your shoes and try them out before you purchase them. So after I got my arch supports, the arches at my feet stopped hurting and the pain instantly, literally instantly went away. So if you have pain, go. Find a Good Feet store and go. There is an answer. Find the simple solution that will get rid of your pain. I'm Rondi, and that's my Good Feet story.
See how Good Feet arch supports work for you before you buy with a free fitting and test walk at the Good Feet store.
Visit any of our 5 locations throughout Tampa, St. Petersburg, and Sarasota, and at goodfeet.com.
It's Jeff Jr. from Trajan Wealth, and I've got something important to talk to you about, your 401k. If you have changed jobs, there are 2 very important considerations. You don't want to leave your 401k behind, and you don't want to roll it over into your new company plan without consulting Trajan Wealth first. 401ks will often have limited investments or age-based options. Since companies have to make choices to suit all employees, they may not be suited to you, which could cost you fees and money. When you roll over your 401k into an IRA, you not only keep your money growing tax deferred, but you also gain access to a world of investment options specifically designed for you. Trajan Wealth and our fiduciary advisors have helped thousands, and we can do the same for you. Call Trajan today at 813-550-1000. That's 813-550-1000.
Advisory services offered through Trajan Wealth LLC, an SEC registered investment advisor.
Summer is here, and it's time to get your backyard ready where you always wanted it to be. From custom patios and pavers to upgraded driveways, Waterman Properties is your go-to for bringing your summer vision to life. Whether you're remodeling, rebuilding, or repairing from a storm, Waterman Properties handles everything from demolition to install with expert care and zero runaround. Visit watermanproperties.net or call 813-715-7383. It's Waterman Properties. Your vision is their mission. Hit them up today and tell them Mike Calta sent you.
Are you a parent of a 2 to 8-year-old? Listen closely for an exciting offer, then head to abcmouse.com/radio to learn more. By now, you've probably heard of ABC Mouse.
ABC Mouse is like a little one-on-one teacher. It has helped her so much.
much. We're offering a promo at abcmouse.com/radio to try it for free for a month, then $14.99 per month until canceled. Go to abcmouse.com/radio to see this offer. That's abcmouse.com/radio. Actual ABC Mouse users compensate for their testimonials, sponsored by Age of Learning.
1 in 4 Americans have a disability. I'm one of them. I'm also a working mom who cares deeply about making sure every child with a disability thrives by getting their access needs met. We've got a trusted ally by our side. Easter Seals provides children and families the foundation for lifelong success through early learning programs, skills training, and prep for college and career. That's my Easter Seals. Make it yours. Join us at easterseals.com.
Looking for a great lunch combo? Hooters, Surfside Seltzer, Metallica tickets, and JP? Join 102.5 The Bone and the JP Show on Friday, June 6th from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. at the original Hooters on Gulf to Bay. JP will be broadcasting live, and he will have your last shot at Metallica tickets. Pre-game with JP at the original Hooters with 102.5 The Bone.
Involved in a car accident? We understand the pressure you're under. Call Farah and Farah. Tampa.
Now, a weather update from the Sun Toyota Weather Center.
SunToyota.com. I'm Fox 13 Chief Meteorologist Paul Delgado. Showers and thunder showers gradually ending overnight tonight. We'll see lows in the mid-70s. I think rain chances drop a bit on Thursday. Variably cloudy, some sun, a few showers, thunder showers around, and high temperatures topping off in the upper 80s.
Now, back to Real Raw Radio, sponsored by Anajar and Levine, accident attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Now, back to Senning Show with your host, John Senning.
Welcome back to John's Joints on Senning Show. I'm John Senning. He's Dizzy. Drew Garabo in the building, making way for Drew Garabo live in about 20 minutes.
Sour Girl, Stone Temple Pilots.
Nailed it. It's stuck in my head, and they just played the commercial for JP being in town on
can't wait
on Friday.
You'll be there, right?
Oh, dude, absolutely. I'm flying home early from North Carolina just to come.
Yeah,
dude. He didn't want to. I don't want to surprise. You told me not to tell, but Drew's bringing impromptu karaoke. He's bringing his karaoke machine and gonna fire
JP
it up.
has to do it.
Yeah.
Gonna spin some tunes with JP.
Mandatory karaoke with JP at the original Hooters.
Looking forward to it.
So is he.
He'll be napping. But it made me think about, I heard you guys yesterday, they were talking about a cart situation. And both you and it was like cart drama with JP, and both Monica and Diz were saying, like, confronting somebody here in Florida, it's different because, like, they will shoot you.
Oh, yeah.
And I felt like he was kind of, like, pushing back on that a little bit.
Yeah.
And I thought that it was kind of a widely accepted fact, in Florida, at least in modern times, where people will just lose their mind over anything. And I think if you're in a vehicle, it doesn't need to be in a vehicle, but specifically if there's a vehicle that somebody is in or it's around or pertaining to vehicles, those are the situations where people really are not afraid to pull out the strap. And look no further than Monday right here locally. 3 people are facing charges after a road rage incident about a turn signal ended in a shooting, according to the Bradenton Police Department. On Monday around 3:20 p.m., Rayson Poole was waiting in a Jeep Compass to turn left out of a parking lot when Anthony Williams was driving a Buick sedan east on Riverfront Boulevard and turned left into the parking lot. Williams parked his vehicle when Poole backed up his car to confront him about not using a turn signal. Williams and a teenage passenger exited the Buick. According to BPD, Poole told officers Williams showed him a handgun during the confrontation. CCTV footage showed Poole begin to drive away several times, but repeatedly stop and continue arguing. Poole then turned onto Riverfront Boulevard, reversed and accelerated towards the other man, hitting a stop sign and a tree. According to the police, in response, the teenager retrieved the gun and fired into the Jeep. The point we want to drive home is that none of this should have happened. That coming from the Bradenton Police Department. This guy is not, nobody is dead, but also it just was another, not that we need to highlight them too much because they happen almost every week. Something that seems stupid someone will kill you over. Like that teenager who, his whole life is ahead of him. In that moment, he didn't care. He didn't care that he was prepared to take somebody's life over a disagreement about a turn signal. And I feel that. Like, I feel that out and about. You know what I mean? Like, when I personally just think everybody's got a gun.
Sure.
and they will use it. That's kind of the motto.
That's how she'd operate.
Yeah.
And sometimes winning is letting the other person win. Like, okay, sure, you got it. I didn't use my turn signal. So sorry. See you later. Bye. No, but I did. Don't argue.
Yeah,
don't turn into a pissing contest.
No.
You're going to get shot.
Yeah.
I'm glad that
Or
you and
pedo.
Nicole's altercation didn't turn into
Me too.
It's the same exact story.
Yeah, cooler heads prevail.
Well, the thing was, I did have the strap out. Like, I pulled it out.
Oh, you
and
get
then
a pass.
I saw her. I was like, oh, damn, thank God I didn't shoot.
Good job.
By the way, how's the speed going?
Very well, thank you. In fact, I just today experienced my first left lane lagger since I was pulled over, and I was only in the left lane for 30 seconds while I passed someone else. I didn't get above 72 miles per hour.
So you are in the fast lane.
I was in the passing lane for a moment.
Well, but widely recognized as the fast lane.
Well, yes, but I passed someone.
Right, because you were going faster than them.
Well, yes, because they were going too slow.
Right.
But then my progress was impeded by, I have to look it up, I believe it is Griffin Hauling Services of Tampa, Florida.
I forgot that you were putting these people on blast.
I am.
Yeah.
I texted Sarah with it earlier. And they, you shouldn't be lagging along in the left lane.
I feel like you're kind of doing what these people are doing, only with a much larger platform. Like, rather than honking at the guy, you're blasting him out to thousands of people. So, I mean, I'm just saying, like, I don't want to see you go downstairs and have one of these Holland boys waiting around for you for you. For honking the bighorn.
That's a good point. Then I'd like to publicly apologize to Griffin Waste Services for putting them on blast for their driver lollygagging in the left lane earlier today.
Was it like a garbage truck?
It was a big waste, not a garbage truck.
Doo-doo in there?
No. I think like yard waste it looked like or something like that.
Have you ever, I don't know if I've asked you this, have you ever called the lines like, how's my driving? Call this.
Absolutely.
You've called it?
Oh, I haven't. Absolutely, he has. There's no way he is not.
Yeah, John, you're definitely the type.
I mean, I would say so. Yeah. I mean, I don't vividly remember one, but I mean, gun to the head, absolutely. I've called.
Dude, if you're going to have that sticker on the back of your car and then drive like an asshole, you're going to get reported.
We called them. This is different because this is a major safety concern. But remember, you had the truck with the rocks that smashed your window.
And
I believe we called it on the air.
Oh, we did.
We called it on the air, and they were dicks. Like, they were like,
what are you going to do about it? You get it on video?
Yeah, that's
what they said?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, they were. And they did. I do remember, I believe, once they realized probably the scope of the station and that they were getting text and calls, they stepped back a little bit. Yeah. But you got to call sometime.
I always thought those were ran by like a third party, like their insurance.
They might.
I never thought it was like their company's like, hey,
well,
shut up.
I called them because their truck, the rocks came from the back of their truck, and it looked like someone with an AR-15 took shots at my windshield, like 6 or 7 little dents. And the lady was she's like, well, unless you have it on video of the rock going directly from the truck, and even if it hit the interstate first, that's not our problem.
I feel like your voice changed.
Yeah.
I feel like at first she was like a New Yorker. Now
she's just
New Yorker.
Yeah, she's
okay.
Norican. Dude, this is is it political posturing or is it a warning, a grim warning, as the headline reads? It's very well documented. There's been some cuts across the government, and some of those cuts are to federal weather agencies. And here in the state of Florida, you don't have to look or be that smart to realize we depend a lot on weather predictions and where storms are going to be at certain times. And this guy, I believe he's down in the Miami area. I don't know if he normally gets his own platform to preach, but he got his own platform to preach about how he feels the state of Florida is in major danger because of the changes to the way that the weather prediction is going. Here's the audio from the live broadcast.
Right? When is it going to turn? John, it's not...
Let me say this. He's first sharing a clip of another storm, of Hurricane Dorian that was bearing down on the east coast of Florida. And I remember it vividly because people were worried that it wasn't going to turn.
Oh, yeah.
And that's what he's playing, an old clip of that first to set the stage.
Turning. It's coming straight to us. It's going to turn. All right? The turn was never forecast to be on Sunday. The turn isn't even on Monday morning. The turn will come Monday afternoon, Monday evening, into Tuesday. Remember that?
I do.
That was about 6 years ago. That was Hurricane Dorian, as it was absolutely devastating the northwest Bahamas as a Category 5, sat over that region for 2 days. It was headed straight west. Lots of people in Florida were concerned the hurricane was heading here. And as you've grown accustomed to my presentations over my 34 years in South Florida newscasts, confidently, I went on TV and I told you, it's going to turn. You don't need to worry. It is going to turn. And I am here to tell you that I am not sure I can do that this year. Because of the gutting, the sledgehammer attack on science in general, and I could talk about that for a long
He
time.
goes on like a whole 5-minute breakdown of all of the things that they've cut. Central and South Florida National Weather Service, according to this guy, 40% understaffed at the moment, 17 to 30% reduction in weather balloon launches across the United States, and an acceptance of overall degraded forecast accuracy. I don't know if this is a guy who's got a boner for Trump and everything, or if this is a guy who's really ringing the alarm. But in a day and time, hurricane season just started. We were already talking about how are people going to be reacting. I don't know. When I first watched it, I thought that feels like fear mongering. That feels like even if you believe that politically and what you're seeing, going on the air and saying, I can't tell you whether or not we're going to get hit by a hurricane, as a guy who he touted himself has been around for 30 plus years. Yeah. Even if he's right, should have he done that?
No, that's mongering fear for sure. You saw the head of FEMA said that he didn't know there was hurricane season.
And
he was joking,
and
right?
then said he was joking. And then said he was joking.
Yeah.
I like some jokes from my from my FEMA heads.
I wanted to ask you this yesterday. Did you see the story on Daily Mail about what Trump has as his lock screen?
No, is that what started your lock screen convo? No,
Yeah.
I heard some of that, but I didn't know what the jumping off point was.
Donald Trump, he holds up his phone up he's got himself. No Melania, no kids, no like presidential seal of whatever. It's just him on the lock screen.
Did we talk about having yourself as a lock screen?
Maybe way back.
Yeah, maybe
not recently.
It's an interesting move. It's
psychotic.
What are y'all's? Right now, if you were to hold yours up right now to the camera, what would it?
I don't know what that is. Mine's like nothingness.
I changed mine last night to Sarah kissing me on the cheek.
Yeah, mine is.
After the story, you're like, I should take myself off.
Yeah. You're like, that picture of me in the thong is not good for my lock screen. Yeah, mine's
just a cracked screen.
Stock. Yeah, I was gonna say, you need a new phone, dude.
This is fake.
Oh, that's
a fake thing. That's not really how my phone.
I thought your phone was actually broken.
No, that's just a fake thing.
So. That is a having yourself as your lock screen. Undeniable,
bold.
psychotic,
very bold.
This seemingly is a trend, but I don't want to leave it lie. But I also don't think we have time to dig into it. Former Dodgers pitcher Trevor Bauer has been awarded nearly $310,000 in a default judgment against a San Diego woman who accused him of sexual assault for breaching the terms of an agreement they reached in 2023 to settle their dueling lawsuits. This guy has kind of become the face of what happens when someone makes false accusations against you. And I think he's going to get some money based on what she's done. But I think the bigger point is here, his career is still ruined and in shambles. I wish there was a little bit more of a silver lining here other than just the money. He's still, any semblance of a career is gone ever since this woman put him on blast for things that he did not do.
And the interesting timing of that is the Wander Franco trial is going on right now. What if, and I'm not saying he's innocent, but like, what if he is? His entire career is ruined. No one's going to touch him no matter what.
Yeah, I mean, that I will say, if that is all fake, that it was a concerted effort by multiple parties to try and bury him.
Yeah.
Because you've got the girl involved, you got her mom involved, you have, I think, other countries, law enforcement involved. So it is we went through that phase of believe all women, and I think that it's grounded in a good thing, in that you want to give credence to women who have had things happen to them, but that also leaves the opportunity for men who didn't do anything to not really have a moment to say anything, because we just believe whatever an accuser says initially.
Yeah, and if this dude Trevor Bauer just liked it a little bit rough, some dudes like it a little bit rough, and some women, like a particular Danielle that might visit your show, likes a little well-placed hand on the collarbone. She's been very open about that. and then you break up, it's very easy for a young lady to say, oh, no, I just wanted vanilla sex, but he wanted to choke me out.
That's kind of.
Please ask her on Friday about the well-placed.
Oh, no, we just asked her.
Oh.
Yeah. Were you here, or was it when you were on the cruise?
No, I was here.
Oh, yeah, I just asked her within the last,
about
2
being
weeks.
choked?
She wasn't willing to frame it that way. She was willing to more repeat it the exact way you said it.
Well-placed hand on the collarbone.
On the clavicle.
Clavicle,
She was
that's it.
very clinical about it. Yeah. All right.
I can't picture, by the way, her husband doing that. Like, I love
I try to picture him doing
Every
that to
night,
me.
yeah.
Oh, dude, those calloused hands just running up and down my throat, just impeding my airflow. Sorry. Diz, thank you, buddy. Appreciate you. Thank you to everybody who called and participated with the program today.
Friday.
Drew Garabo Live coming up next, getting kicked off with Jacob's Jukebox Jeopardy. Your opportunity to win Metallica tickets for Sunday night. Do not go anywhere. But first, we love telling you about our good buddy, Jeff Borum.
A licky boom boom down. Jeff Borum is the guy who will sell your home. He might even have a qualified buyer for it, and you haven't even listed it yet. How does he do it? Well, it's his database of qualified buyers.
I brought you that story yesterday, if you didn't hear it, about how Tampa currently has more people moving out than most places. So if you're moving in or looking for a certain area, you want somebody who knows the hot zips, the different towns, and that is Jeff Borum. This man has been around Tampa Bay his entire life, and right now more than ever, you want someone that knows the area. Let it be Team Borum.
Team Borum, powered by eXp Realty. With Jeff, you've got options. He'll buy your home, sell your home, rent your home, and they'll let you out of the contract at any time, so there's no risk. Google him right now. You could be packing tonight, Borham, for Jeff Borum.
You're listening to Senning Show on 102.5 The Bone. We are Real Raw Radio. 102.5 The Bone. The Bone bonus is back. The Bone is giving you $1,000 5 times a day, every weekday. Listen to The Bone for your chance to win $1,000 at 8 a.m., 10 a.m., noon, 2, and 5 p.m. every weekday. Need some extra cash to help pitch in to buy Greenland? The Bone has you covered. It's the Bone Bonus, hooking you up with cash every single weekday. Presented to you by Farah & Farah, Tampa's accident attorneys. FarahandFarah.com. The Bone Bonus is back. 102.5 The Bone, Real Raw Radio. Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah & Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
High wind advisory in effect presently. Proceed with caution on your Bay Area bridges. In Hillsborough, still that crash with partial right lane blockage. 275 north approaching Hillsborough Avenue. In the clearing stages, it looks like 275 south congested a bit. Approaching the I-4 interchange, minor delay. Westbound Adamo Drive due to an earlier incident at Orient Road. Delay is dwindling. That earlier crash in Pinellas, Tyrone Boulevard, northbound and southbound at 9th Avenue. This is Eric in the Farah & Farah Traffic Center.
My name is attorney Bill Sansoni. You might know me as Dead Air Sansoni from the Ask the Dom Show. I represent people accused in crimes in Hillsborough, Pinellas, Pasco, Manatee, Polk, and Sarasota counties. I also represent clients in federal court across the country. If you have been arrested or accused of a crime, call me, Bill Dead Air Sansoni, at 813-361-0874 or online at sansoni-law.com. Offices, Tampa.
Are you ready for the ultimate entertainment experience? It's all here, only with Spectrum TV Select. Popular apps are included: Disney Plus, Max, Peacock Premium, Paramount Plus, AMC Plus, and more. And live TV for sports, entertainment, and news. Enjoy across your devices no matter when or where you are. Get Spectrum TV Select and start streaming your favorites today. It's all here. Visit spectrum.com/entertainment. Restrictions apply.
There's no better time for sports than the playoffs. Playoff hockey, playoff NBA, plus Major League Baseball is in full swing, and the W is back. And what makes it more exciting is when you go to Hard Rock Bet and take action on all the sports. Think you can win big? One Florida bettor turned a dollar parlay into $26,500. And you can do the same. Just download the Hard Rock Bet app or simply go to hardrock.bet. It's Hard Rock Bet, offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. Concerned about gambling? Call 888-ADMIT-IT.
At BrandonHonda.com, we've simplified the way you can buy your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Hi, I'm Sam Robbie. Visit BrandonHonda.com to unlock the best price on any vehicle in stock. Plus, get your guaranteed credit approval, a real offer on your trade, and calculate your payments right online. And all vehicles come with a real nationwide lifetime warranty. Right now, you can buy with zero down and make no payments for 90 days. Save yourself the hassle and get all the facts at BrandonHonda.com.
Call 813-280-0151 for more information.
For decades, Camtech School of Construction has been the leader in preparing thousands of people to advance their career as a licensed contractor. Join Camtech's free info seminar tonight, 7 p.m. Tampa AC Hotel by Marriott, 4020 West Boy Scout Boulevard, 1-800-875-PASS. CamtechSchool.com.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. We recently received a call from an injured person. The insurance company had offered them $11,000. We took the case over and got more than $2 million in court. Morgan & Morgan.
Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Mike Calter for my friends at Lifeguard Imaging. Believe it or not, Father's Day is right around the corner. And fellas, if you're tired of getting socks, ties, or yet another dozen golf balls, listen up. This year, ask for something that actually matters, the gift of a long, healthy life. Lifeguard Imaging is making that easy with their biggest offer ever for Bone listeners. When you sign up for their legacy program, you get a second membership, perfect for your spouse, a friend, or anyone you care about, for 50% off. Everybody wins with an offer like this. The legacy program gives you early scans that can detect heart disease, cancer, and other silent killers early, giving you time to take action and do something about it. Take the guesswork out of your health. Be proactive versus reactive with what's going on inside your body. Here's a scary stat. In 30% of all heart attacks, the first symptom is sudden death. But it doesn't have to be that way. Lifeguard Imaging uses high-accuracy CT scans to spot trouble before it starts or it's too late. This deal ends Father's Day, so don't wait. Go to lifeguardimaging.com and sign up today. It could save your life or someone you love. Lifeguard Imaging, saving lives through early detection.
Texting enrolls you into reoccurring automated text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
Hey, Dan, how you doing? Haven't seen you around the gym.
Yeah, I've really fallen off. Since I turned 40, I just don't get the results I used to get.
Could be lower testosterone. I went through it a while back. I got Nugenix Total T, and it's made a huge difference for me.
I've seen that ad on TV. Is it for real?
Oh, yeah. The key ingredient is something called Tesnor, which helps boost free and total testosterone levels to help you trim up and stay lean.
And it's made a difference for you?
Man, I feel like I'm in my 20s again, at work, in the gym, and in the bedroom.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles for people to try it for themselves?
Yeah, you just need to send them a text. Text ENERGY to 42424 right now for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T. Plus, text now and we'll include a bottle of Nugenix Thermo, our most powerful fat incinerator ever, to help you get back into shape fast, absolutely free. Text ENERGY to 42424. That's ENERGY to 42424.
Products and statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. These products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease or illness.
Car accident? Take back control of your life. Call Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
1025 The Bone. Real Raw Radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. And 1073 WXGL HD2 St. Pete. Live from the Weather